Grand Rising, everybody.
We're here to work. We're here now. Get your high. Now get your high. Just throw your hands up. Get your high. Just throw your hands up. Get your high. Just throw your hands up. Where my praises at? Come on now, all up running hard. Don't get me started. Wake up late, this party started. Praising him lazy. I'm hardly grinding hard. My blessings saw me, Father God. He knows he's on me.
That's J1 Trey.
Difficulties, we okay. We alright this morning.
So serious?
The devil ain't gonna win this morning. I know that's right.
And if you're not here today, you should. It's the mafia. Who next? It's the mafia. We next.
You gotta be who next?
Who next? It's the mafia. We next. It's us against the world. It's us against Buffalo against the world. It's us against it's us against the world. It's us against us. It's Buffalo against the world.
That's J1 Trey. Pulling up in this big body like Brewster. You even rich like Reed and Diggs, we move so well. You should know the drill. You should know the vibes. If it ain't red, white, and blue, baby, that's not my size. It's the mafia, the fan base that'll die for you. On Sundays, we are not cool. Any other days, we'll ride with you. We heaven sent, we're Hamlin win. 3 spoke to God and said thanks, though. Having cool years real dope, but I really miss the fan base, though.
Now turn it up, turn it up, wait. 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 It's the mafia. Who next? It's the mafia. We next. It's the mafia. Who next? It's the mafia. We next. It's us against it's us against the world. It's us against us. Buffalo against the world. It's us against it's us against the world. It's us against us. It's Buffalo against the world.
Yes, indeed. Let's go, Buffalo. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, we is in a place to be right here. This your boy, the Joker, the Overlook MC, live here on the morning show with the Joker. In fact, Queen, the Queen, what's going on with you this morning, Queen?
Grand Rising, everybody. I am in my kitchen doing the show because,
yeah.
Y'all, let me ask y'all this. Those of you who are living in the Lackawanna area, on in the Ridge Road area, do y'all internet suck if you have Spectrum? I swear, I can't even be in my bathroom in certain. Listen, it's horrible. It's horrible, y'all. So,
yeah, it is. You know, I know a couple people out there that get it better. I think T-Mobile do good out there because they got that nice little tower. But I think that the only tower y'all got is probably by the Ford plant. I think that's the only tower. I think, unless they got another one, another different tower on Ridge. But I know there's one right there on right on top of the Ford plant. You know what I mean? But you know, that T-Mobile is good. We got the 5G T-Mobile. Man, do pretty good for us.
Yeah, somebody was telling me that when you go to like a third party, which Spectrum is kind of sort of like, so they rent. D'Amico was telling us, remember?
That's right.
They rent space out on these towers, y'all. Oh, coffee went down the wrong. They rent space out on these towers.
Yeah.
So before I went from Verizon to Spectrum as far as my cell phone because it's the cell phone as well.
Yes,
Like
right,
it,
right,
it's
right.
the service just sucks. My mom half the time, my mom is calling them like every week. It's ridiculous, and we're in the same area, so I'm wondering if there's anybody else out there in this vicinity, like in the vicinity of South Park, Ridge Road, Electric.
Yeah,
You also have issues with Spectrum going down, just not working in certain areas in my house.
yeah, yeah,
It's just bad. It's just
yeah, yeah. It's definitely a headache. Good morning, Bards Banker, one of our sponsors. In a place to be, doing your
Grand
thing.
Rising
Thank you for that
Fires.
follow, no doubt. You know what I'm
I
saying? In that
love that blue
highlight,
here. That
you
blue
know,
is
then
popping bars. That blue
yeah,
and that bills is just popping.
yeah, yeah. That's always hot fire. Good
Yeah.
pictures, man. Good marketing right there all day. It's one of my marketing clients right there. We definitely working hard, doing what it do. And we got my man New York Bronx in the building. What's going
Hey,
on, bruh? Good morning, good morning, good
I love it. We
morning.
definitely once we get this merch in and everything, we definitely got to send New York Bronx Buyers Bank, even the 716 Live. New York Bronx, I owe you
Yeah,
so a shirt from for 716 Live and the morning show. We got to
yeah.
get that going because he has definitely been rocking with us since day one. Since day one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No doubt. Yeah, we definitely gonna do that. Yeah, and you don't want to order some merch. You know what I'm saying? As the link is in the description. You know what I'm saying? Click on that link and it take you right to our store. You know, and we got the Pay the
Yeah.
Drip. We got the a Vet Green
Yeah, I got the
podcast.
orders on the way
Yeah,
coming
yeah, shirt. You know, they got the hot pink jump off.
to
You know, we
happen.
get I'll probably put some new colors up there soon. I know a lot of people been hitting me up on the merch. A lot of people hit me up for getting these shoe designs for the painted drip too. So shout out to
Mm,
all those reaching out, seeing the work. I went live for the first time on Facebook, designing some shoes live. Y'all see me at work live.
got
Yeah,
you, New
you know
York
what I
Bronx.
mean. I appreciate y'all, tuning in and seeing me. You know, that's what I do all day. You know, I'm always grinding. Yeah,
I'm gonna need a canvas, some canvas art when you get here for my office. When you
yeah,
help me look this office up the way
yeah,
it needs
yeah.
to
You can
be.
let me know that joint now, so I can work on it now.
Yeah, well, you know my colors are the pink. Give
Yeah,
me the vet green logo.
yeah, yeah.
Give me that vet green logo with that black. I like how you have that black with the and Joker did that job with that black background with the vet green and the pink. You
Yeah,
know, they created the logo, but that black and pink is fire. Joker
yeah,
did that. I
yeah.
really like that color. That you have a great eye for color. I
Yeah,
like that.
that's a gift from the Most High. I don't give no credit to me. I ain't did nothing. That's a gift that He gave me, and I'm gonna use it. So I've been using it all my life. My
That's
auntie
right.
called me on my father's side, like, you've been doing that since you was 4 years old. I said, "Yup."
Wow, you've always had that gift.
Yeah, you've been doing that since you was 4 years old, and you're the only one in the family she can remember that stayed with the gift and always do it. I said, that's all I know.
Mm.
You
Is it
know,
relaxing to you when you're sitting there with like a canvas in front of you, or even the sneakers in front of you, ready to just create? Is that relaxing for you?
yeah, it's definitely therapy. It's a natural. I don't even think about it. You know what I mean? Really,
Mhm.
it's just there. That's a talent. That's a gift that definitely came from God. Cause I don't think about it. I just do it. It's like it go
Mm.
with the flow. It seems like it's an energy vibration gas that just move, and I just do it. You know what I
So
mean?
wonderful.
And that's just and I'm working on a lot of things. I'm working on shoes, working on canvases. I'm working on a comic book right now.
Mm.
So it's like and I've been working on that. And shout out to Bars Banga and Lamar. They're gonna be the voices on my comic book. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a hip hop comic book, and I'm putting a lot of good things in there that's gonna teach kids. As far as all the people that got murdered by cops, names gonna be in it. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? I'm gonna use it for different characters. Like I'm gonna use like the projects that the two rappers that I'm creating live on. Is called Marcus Garvey Projects. Put some black history in
Mm.
there,
Oh, I
and then
like that.
they live on the street they live on is Trayvon Street. Represent Trayvon Martin. They live on
Get
Trayvon
out, bro.
Avenue. Yeah,
I
yeah,
know. So we
yeah,
just interviewed someone who is vocero into the graphic novels. I can see. I'm
yeah,
always thinking about how people can work together collectively, and
yeah,
um,
yeah.
I need a vet green character. I'm looking for someone. You too, Joker. I
I
need
mean,
a vet
that's
green
nothing.
character to put on to
Yeah,
like an anime.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I could put you in the comic book. You can, man. You might could be Raw Nick's mama.
Okay.
It's Raw. Name of the company called Raw Nicks Hot Nicks. Y'all can follow on IG. Y'all can see the growth on IG. Go to Raw Nicks _ Hot Nicks. And follow it. You can see all my characters on there that I started already. I got a picture of them together, and I got a picture of Raw Nicks on a microphone. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come with a CD, comic book with a CD. You know what I mean? You can
Oh, I
hear their
like
lyrics on
that.
there. You can hear their character. You know what I mean. And hopefully, I'm getting animated and all that stuff in the future. But I'm working on the comic book first, and I already figured out the name of the first comic book. It's called Welcome to Marcus Garvey Project. So this is gonna be a story where they live in the projects together. One is in the streets. One is educated, going to college to Martin Luther King University. You know what I'm saying? Naming all the, I'm getting all my Black history in there, and all the people and all the streets and stuff is named after all the people that got killed by the police.
Oh
You know what I mean?
wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
really dope concept. I'm seeing more and more. That's something I would definitely buy for one of my god kids or even my kids because they're into like the anime and the different comic books. I'll be thinking about things for Christmas that we can purchase for our loved ones. I
Yeah,
really want to focus on buying uh diverse this year,
yeah,
not just one particular ethnicity. I really want to buy diverse. Specifically, I want to buy black for the holidays for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Your sneakers. Do you have any specials that's going to be going on with the
Oh
sneakers
yeah,
for Black
I got
Friday?
all types of specials. Depending what you want, it's always gonna be a special. It's always gonna be 50% off the original price of everything I'm doing. You know what I mean? A lot of people is mailing their shoes to me, ordering them online, and giving my address and shipping them so I can design on them. I got a couple of clients already. Yeah, I got just holler at me in the inbox. We'll talk about it. 50% off of everything I got going on. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing ain't 50% off if I got to purchase the shoe. But the
Oh,
artwork part of it is gonna be 50% off. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Let's
So you know what I'm
go.
saying? So I got
Let's
that going on for
go.
the holidays. I got a couple people hit me up yesterday. Yeah, a couple people hit me up yesterday.
And we
You know what
pay
I
for
mean? Get
shipping
some
and
ideas.
handling, correct?
Say
Because
it again.
I said we pay for shipping and handling, correct? Because it costs
Oh
to
yeah,
send the sneakers
yeah,
off.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Pretty much, what I'm saying, the deposit is for to get it started. Then the second deposit, it helps out with the shipping. And I do what I do, get more supplies and all that good stuff. You know how I do. I keep up on everything. But I'm gonna have pre-sale shoes hopefully in 2024. That's my goal, was to have some pre-sale shoes and sizes that and I could sell, and what I'm saying, and build, probably build a website or something like that.
Put some up
For
at the studio. Jay
yeah,
still that studio. Listen, everybody. There's at the 716 Live Studios. There's a merch corner. You can go up there and you can purchase items from local merchants. Especially Black Friday is about to be coming. I'm sure Jay's gonna have something
yeah,
going on. I gotta
yeah,
talk to him about that.
yeah, no doubt. So I stay creative with it. I stay busy. I stay real busy. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a good show today, y'all. We got Keisha Dreams, man. The Ministry of Hip Hop
Uh
will be
oh.
in the building. We're gonna have church this morning.
I've been listening
Yeah,
to that. Excuse me, everybody. That promise. I've
yeah,
been listening to that. Let me ask y'all this: have we been giving y'all some really dope music? Have we been bringing y'all videos that you have not heard before, breaking them right here on the morning show? If
yeah,
that answer is yes, and you know somebody who is an R&B artist, a gospel artist, or hip hop artist that you would like their music played on the morning show, and it's one of those nice sound. We're not looking for no trap music.
yeah. No
Every
mumble rap, no ratchet music. We gonna all positive movements here. You know what I mean? We have our first hip hop sponsor before R&B. Before we had an R&B sponsor. Is Bars Banger. He about to premiere his video on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving Day morning, we will be premiering his video Gift. It said the gift, so we're gonna definitely play that. on Thanksgiving. Y'all get ready for that. He's going to be on the platform on the release of his album on December 1st. So y'all get ready for that. We're going to be, y'all see the commercials. You know, so we play commercials every morning. We're going to play it probably the next segment, his commercial. So stay tuned in so y'all can see what Bars Banger is all about. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He definitely is part of the package of the sponsorship. And I'm also his marketing coach and music marketing manager. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all continue to be a part of it. If you want to be a part of that too, if y'all need a marketing manager, marketing coach, you know I've been talking about this for a while. What Spotify is doing for the new year, you're gonna have to need one because a lot of y'all going to be lost in the sauce. Your music will not be monetized, and it's following suit now. Talking to Miss Davis, she said it looks like they following suit of all the other platforms now, saying if you're not monetized on Spotify, they trying to stop other platforms from not monetizing your stuff. I say that's crazy. They trying to lock that in before the new year. If that happens, y'all definitely shook.
Yeah, Spotify seems more user friendly. Like I love Spotify because I just realized the other day that it will show me all the songs that I've listened to on any particular day. I love that, especially if for me, I'm I've been putting together her 51st dates. If you have not been rocking with me for a while, her 51st dates is more of like my journal, my becoming me. That's the name, that's the title, her 51st days. So it really helps so I can go back to my journal entries and I can listen and I can see the music that I was listening to on this particular day, because a lot of times the music that I listen to is based on how I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So that's great. But the downside with Spotify is that it doesn't pay the artists enough. So I mean, user friendly, yes.
Yeah.
It has all of this functionality. You can go back to in history and you can get a clear picture of what you were listening to. But provided all of that, it's not the reason I'm going on this platform is the artists, and the artists aren't getting paid what they should be getting paid. So I don't know. It's just kind of, what do they call a double-edged sword for me with
Yes,
Spotify.
it is.
I'm listening to Zero with the title and Apple, but Spotify is
Miss Davis tells me all the time. She says, you know, that gives the opportunity that people know the business. She says the best thing that Spotify ever did was actually come into this business as how the business is. So people have money. People get upset, but is it going to stop you from making music? No.
Right.
But now it might stop you from making music because now they're not giving you anything. You know, they're not giving nobody no money on Spotify unless you get over 1,000 streams. Then they'll pay you. So we taking a 1,000 stream L. That money goes in their pocket automatic. So now they really robbing us now. They really sticking us with no Vaseline. Pause.
And I don't like. I've tried Tidal before. It's just not user friendly, and it's probably just my patience. You know how you get used to using a particular system. You know, and it's just and I know, and especially like I remember that post that Vocero put up a few months ago. Like you get, what is it, 1/3 of a penny? Like that's crazy.
1/3 of a penny. Yep, 1/3 of a penny. I think the most people that pay you the most money is Tidal and Amazon and Netflix. Yeah, they pay you the most. They pay you almost a penny.
Yeah, Tidal seems to pay. Tidal seems to be doing pretty well.
Yeah, they do it almost. I think up to a penny now. I think they give us a penny a stream now. But people are not pushing that because
Tamara,
the algorithms don't move as smooth. You know what I mean? You got to work for that penny now because they're on there. Because their algorithm is real slow. That's why people don't go there.
On Tidal, you mean?
Yeah, Tidal. But Tidal is good with podcasts. Any type of podcast. Behind the scenes content of artists, that's what Tidal's hot at. So if you want to see your favorite artists have like content, music videos and stuff, they got all that on there, and then that's real dope. I like that about Tidal.
Like the independent artists, right?
Independent artists, they got these videos and stuff on there connected to YouTube, and so it's like that's dope. But besides just listening to music and the playlist, it's worth it, but it's not worth it at the same time. Because you really got to know your demographic on there. And you got to know the audience who's listening. It's real tough to find that. You know, me as a marketing manager, and I'm telling you as a marketing manager, it's tough. It can happen once you get that niche. You definitely got it, but it takes a minute. before you can get that
Yeah.
niche. It takes a lot of time. You got to really know. You got to really search and know yourself and know what you're looking at and know what you're doing. You got to really be in detail, and that's a
Mm.
lot of time and a lot of work. And by the time you get to it, you might give up. You wasted
And
all that time.
Spotify doing it for you. So that's the
Yeah,
that's the downside. Like it does bother me now because I have started listening to Spotify because it's so easy. Like I can type in the Joker, the Overlooked MC, and it's going to bring me up your latest, the
yeah,
latest and greatest. It's going to bring me up your old stuff. It's going to
yeah,
tell me if your music is already in my playlist. So all of that I get from Spotify. And
yeah,
I get we're paying for all of that. And that's another reason why the artists probably don't get as much because it's more for the consumer, not the artist.
yeah,
You know, it
yeah.
makes it easier for us. I didn't even know that. And any of you out there listening, did you know that Spotify has like a listening history? And I have Spotify and Apple. Apple, I don't think they have that, but Spotify. Did any of you, hey Goldie, did any of you know that you have a listening history on Spotify? So you can go back to any day. Say I wanted to see what I was listening to on July 4th of this year. I can
Yeah.
actually go back and find that.
Everything is recorded on Spotify. That's what makes Spotify number one in the world because
Mm.
they definitely show you that. You can put your tour dates on there. If you got tours, I keep telling artists when you're doing the show, put that in there. You'd be surprised how many artists would travel to see you. You'll know you if you have a super fan if you don't use all those characters on Spotify.
On
You know
the
what I mean? So
tour.
giving
Yeah.
Spotify their praises on that area because you can set your merch up. You know what I mean through Spotify. You
Mm.
can put your cash app in there for a donation. So if they love a song, they might put a donation in there just to fund your future to keep making good music. There's so many things on Spotify that you can use that a lot of you artists not using, and that's why they're breaking everything down right now. Because if you're not using those characters, you will not be monetized.
Mm.
As of January 1st of 2024, everybody's Spotify is not monetized. It stops. You know what I mean? And then they're going to see who's going to get their first 1,000 streams before they start, doing. That's why it's important to get on these playlists. You guys playlist. Y'all can get on playlist right now for $25. You know what I mean? Y'all need that information. We'll get the information. We'll put you on our playlist, and that's the only way you can pretty much get your thousands being on active playlists. We have an active playlist. We are a discovered playlist on Spotify. We've been on their homepage 13 times this year.
I'm going to start doing some question and answers. If anyone out there is interested in doing a webinar with me, I'm thinking about hosting a webinar just on podcasting, just simple things, how to create reels,
Hmm.
how to get some dope content. We may have Joker pop in and give us a little marketing advice, but we do have the capability of setting up webinars. So if you are interested in and having an informational session, it won't be long because I know how I consume information. I have to consume it in buckets.
Yeah,
But if you are interested in being a part of something like that, $10, give us $10 in the Cash App and give us an hour of your time. And if you want to proceed even further, we'll do that. But just simple things, just to at least get you started. It's like podcasting 101.
yeah,
So
yeah.
if
Put, yeah,
you
yeah,
are
put that in the private chat so I can put that up, and so they
yeah,
can go ahead and add information real quick. I think that'd be dope. Because I got the marketing course with Caleb Bishop in the beginning of the year, and I've been invited to a couple other places to speak. I'm waiting for them to come back, and you know what I mean. We doing business on that, and I'm definitely spilling the tea on what people need to do as a business owner, not just an artist. Because I know anybody have a small business, you can't make it in your business without using these platforms. So I could teach people how to use these platforms. Um, what's going on, Queen, that you know of with the new Twitter? I don't even know how that works no more.
with the X, it's
Yeah,
you know what? I don't. I never was a Twitter. If I'm being honest, everybody, Twitter was more like a sounding off thing for me. I went
yeah,
to
yeah.
Twitter just to sound off. Don't make me mad. I'm going on Twitter.
You're
Um,
right.
there's so many changes going on. You know, that these social media giants, they're just going up against each other. Let me see what's new with Twitter. What's new with
Yeah,
Twitter?
when Twitter first came out, I tried to use the same concept I did when I was on MySpace, and it just didn't work.
Yeah,
I
I
just
never
couldn't get
even
that.
knew how the algorithms work.
Man,
Did
this
you
I
ever?
was trying. I was trying to use the same concept, and I thought it would be the same, but it wasn't. This is when they first got popping. This is like around maybe 2007, 2008, and I tried to use the same movement concept that I was doing
Hey, Bobby.
on MySpace, and it just didn't work. And that turned me off because I didn't know. I know a lot of people was on there and it was popping at the time, but I didn't know how to maneuver it. I didn't know how to use the demographics. Um, the insights was kind of weird. It was real hard to get followers. You had to really be in a certain lane to really get popping on there at that time.
Mm,
And then it got easier, going through the years, but then it wasn't my cup of tea still because the whole energy turned me off and I never went back on. You know what I mean?
really?
I used it
Yeah.
as a just because somebody was looking for me, which most of my people that was following is the people that came in and looked for me or knew something about me or whatever. That was cool. But if I was just going there and having an audience, that wasn't my cup. I ain't have no audience on there at all. At all. I had just people that knew me on that joint. Yeah.
And that's what it is. Even with threads, like I see every day I'm getting more and more followers on threads. And it seems a little bit more user friendly, but to actually go into it, I have
Yeah.
not actually deep dived into it. I'm still trying to get TikTok and all of these. Right now, Facebook, thank you, Meta. Facebook has been showing us a lot of love, but the other platforms, I don't know, y'all. Y'all tell me what platforms do you like to use, and what platforms would you like to be more versed in? I'm very familiar with TikTok. I'm very familiar with Instagram. I'm very familiar with YouTube as well as Facebook. So during this informational session, again, it's not going to be a lot of information. We're going to just do basic things: how to create reels, how to do your videos, and then just quick question and answer session.
Yeah.
Half an hour of material, half an hour, 15 minutes, 30 minutes on question and answer. It's basics, really basic things just to get you going. An hour
Yeah.
session. So
I
if
think
you are
that'd be dope for
interested,
the
let
new
me
year
know.
too, though. Because New Year coming, the algorithms changing up in the new year. I think that'd be the best time in the first quarter to get people moving. So by the time end of the spring, come beginning of the summer, your algorithm will be moving enough to where you can reach that audience and do what you want to do. Because I think this spring and this summer gonna be tough because it's gonna be like this is the second year that we outside, so it's gonna be more tough to get involved with a lot of things moving because it was easy last year because everybody was outside. The algorithm was moving. Now, second year of us being outside since the pandemic, so it's like now it's gonna be a little different. I think it's gonna be more tight, and more tight screws in this algorithm to get people to know what you're doing unless you actually have a team. I know one of my classes this past week that I went to said that people got to have some form of a team alliance on these platforms now to really get things moving and know what you're doing. You can't really do things on your own. You know what I'm saying? No more. You can't. Nothing is free. Definitely nothing is free on these platforms. So you think you're doing this without no money, then you wonder why you don't have no followers. You wonder why you can't sell no music. You wonder why you can't nobody come to your business because you didn't break bread with the platform.
Yeah,
Um, that's as simple as that. There's nothing free no more. They gave us free for what, 16 years? They
yeah,
gave us
I
free
am.
for 16 years. You know what I mean? So you can't get mad at them.
You really can't. I don't
Yeah,
mind investing into myself,
yeah,
investing into my dream. So if you are interested, let me know. It's going to be $10 for the 1 hour. And then we also are going to have some additional informational sessions that you may be interested in. $25 for the entire session. The entire session should not take longer than 2.5 hours. But again, it's really up to you what you want to do and how deep you want to get into it. Just basic things we can talk about
you
as
got to put
well. Some
you got to
people
put the
don't really know how
cash
to.
app in there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let me put that in
Go
there.
ahead and edit that joint. Put the cash app in there. I go in there and copy paste, put it on the banner. You know what I mean? So we can have that bad boy and You know what I'm saying? Everybody can know. I think it'd be real good for y'all, for everybody, man. We appreciate everybody tuning in some more. We're gonna have a quick break, real quick. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna come back. We are gonna come back here and get into hot topics, man. I got a couple of things to throw in the hot topics too. You know what I mean? I got a
Yeah.
couple of
Would you
things to
pay
talk about.
$5,000 for a charger to recover a charger?
Say it again.
Would you pay $5,000 to get your charger back? Your phone charger?
Before I $5,000 to get my charger back, I gotta buy a whole new phone.
Okay, let's talk about it. Boosie is talking. Listen, you know Boosie badass. Let's talk about that and
I will
more.
buy another phone. Come on now. I'm not going out like that now. Yeah, $5,000 for a
$5,000.
charger. Come on, bruh. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. Yeah, this is your boy, the Joker, the Overlook MC, man. We're going to go ahead to his commercial break and we'll be right back. No doubt.
Love, 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 love. I love, love with you.
Hey, Nequasia.
Yay. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we back in full effect on this first segment of the morning show.
Yeah, what you got going on, bro? You said you got some news to talk about. What you
Yeah, a
got
little
going
something,
on?
something, man. A little something, man. That's definitely changing the game. I got these two come together. You know, it makes sense. They turned down Whoopi Goldberg's recontract on The View.
Mm.
They said you got to go your separate ways, Queen. We done with you.
There's been a lot of controversy with that, hasn't there? What have you
So
heard? I know
you
you
know,
heard something.
and that right there, how y'all feel about that? That they didn't re-sign the contract of Whoopi? How y'all feel what's been going on back and forth with that situation? And they also took her off the contract of the reboot of the Golden Girls. They're doing a black version of the
Are they
Golden Girls.
really?
Yeah, and she was the first one on there, and so they took her off that contract. I think the other women on there, I believe, is Tiffany Hatton. I got the other one, the Tiffany Hatton. I believe Monet is on there. Regina Hall and Lisa Ray, I believe. That's the Golden Girls reboot. They took her off the contract. So she pretty much blackballed. It looked like they blackballed our sister, man. Like they did.
I know they're trying.
Yeah, Monique. They did Monique. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feel about that situation right there, man? They, I hate they doing that to my sister, man. I hate that. The cash out right there, y'all. Yeah, I was like, man.
So everybody knows Whoopi does not hold her tongue for anyone, y'all. And if she doesn't agree with what someone is saying, she lets it be known. So apparently her contract was extended for another 4 years on The View, but she's in hot water. We know that she walked off the set.
Okay.
What was it? A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
She walked off. And then she had some comments about Britney Spears, and it caused a big reaction from fans.
Yeah.
That's being reported as well. You can go on the news outlets and look at this. So Britney Spears put out the memoir, The Woman in Me, and it just hit bookshelves on October 24th.
Mm-hmm.
The story, apparently, they said it's very moving. There's a lot of complexities in the story. And so during the November 3rd tape, and this was just last week, everybody, fans saw Whoopi sit with Sonny and the team to discuss Britney's new book. Whoopi was quick to note how many people, herself included, are now seeing the pop star in a different light after learning about her life story and the things that she's been through. So what's your thoughts on that, everybody? Because a lot of times this is another reason why I'm glad that we are We're independent. We don't have to answer to anyone right now except for us. Hey, Bam Fam, Grand Rising. He said, "Do you know her and Brittany had problems in the beginning? That's why Whoopi don't get." Oh, I believe it. I
Yeah,
believe it.
yeah, yeah. Wow, wow.
Yeah.
So to match that situation, Roseanne is back on NBC on the same channel of The View. I'm not same channel of The View, but opposite channel, but same time as The View. They gave her $1 billion contract for her talk show to go
Oh my
against The
God.
View.
Oh my God. I
Roseanne,
see she has a
yeah,
new show. This is
yeah.
crazy.
And
So,
the rumor report is on top of that that she's supposed to be interviewing Joe Smith's wife. You know, we already know about that situation. She's supposed to be the first guest on her show. How y'all feel about Roseanne back in the limelight as on her show? She's looking good for her age. Thank God of that COVID. What I'm saying, got her back healthy again. That's what happened when you got a little bag.
so what's being reported, as you said, listen, you have to do your due diligence, everybody, but it is being reported that Fox might sign a new $1 billion contract with Roseanne Barr for a rival show to The View.
Yeah.
It's not set in stone yet, everyone. And this is a rumor. This is definitely a rumor.
That's the rumor report part.
now.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. I see it. It's on Snopes. So Fox Nation, I don't know. Let's talk about it, y'all.
Yeah.
Bam Fam said, should she be banned after what she said? It's very upsetting, Bam Fam. So to me, because allegedly this has been ongoing with Roseanne, even since the days when we were younger watching the show. She's always been problematic. She's always had racist tendencies. So this is nothing new. The challenge is that now we have the internet at our hands, so this information is readily available. I don't think that she should be paid. I do not believe she should have a platform to continue. But yep, Fox supports that. That is exactly what I was about to get into, Bars. That's exactly what I was about to get into. We have to also keep in mind that for every platform that is positive, and they're actually telling the truth about what's going on in this world and not trying to put it up under the rug, we have the places like that Roseanne Barr is going to be a part of, because that's the rhetoric that she keeps up. So there's going to be a platform for her as well.
Yes. It's all a form of an alliance type of movement that they have going on with a lot of these networking, and that's why they're gonna get mad at. They get mad at I don't know if it's gonna come through. And another thing in us news, you go ahead and Google this real quick, that Byron Brown is possible to own NBC. Byron Brown, they don't, I don't think they're gonna let that happen. I think they're gonna let a black man own NBC. They see knocked down Bill Cosby, but now Byron Allen is trying to buy NBC.
Byron Allen?
Yeah. The billionaire, he almost owns like something like 30% of the cable channels right now.
Oh, it's ABC. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
So
ABC.
ABC, yeah.
Okay. So this is being reported in Variety, everyone. After making it known in September that he's interested in acquiring, watch the words, ABC from Disney for a price tag of $10 billion. Byron Allen assures Variety that he still has his eyes set on ABC, and he promises he's ready to play ball when Disney is ready to sell. Watch those words, everybody. Acquiring. That does not mean that he may want to buy it. There's a such thing as mergers and acquisitions. Acquisitions means when they come in and just take over. This is what business. Listen, you may have a business.
Yeah, right. But Bars Banger said it's good to stay independent, but now they putting the wall up on that now, especially the music. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make this clear of a lot of artists, and you can pass this on, Bars Banger, to all your other artists that you talk with. If you on Spotify, we're not independent no more, because that money going to the masses of the industry, which is Universal Records, who owns a percentage of Spotify. So once you start paying money to the masses of the industry, you're not independent no more. Unless you don't want to be on Spotify. If you're not on Spotify, then you're good. Then you get independent. You know what I mean? They made that very clear, especially Miss Davis. She's like that. The industry is really taking a 360 on trying to keep independent artists to stay outside of the circle and make it harder for us to make money. And you know what? And it's gonna be one artist out of there in this world. I give it like 10 years. There's gonna be one artist that know how to do it without Spotify. And when that happens, it's gonna happen when Drake don't sign that contract. Cause Drake ain't gonna. I don't think Drake is gonna say Drake go independent. That's gonna change the game. So I'm hoping that
You
Drake
think he's
don't.
gonna go? I don't see Drake going independent.
Yeah. He's still signed. His contract is expired, but it's also plus on his contract he has it to where it's a time period where he got to resign again. So it expired, but they have like a little space in between where he got time to resign, but they still getting the money. But if he don't resign, whatever that time is, they're not giving us that time period that's on the contract. If Drake don't resign and be independent, that's gonna change the whole game of music. And he goes independent, that's gonna change the whole. That means he's not even going to be on. You know what I mean? Spotify because he just got he got his masters back from Young Money and Cash Money. So Birdman then gave a deal to him to give back his masters. He owned all his catalogs now. So now he's been procrastinating to sign. I believe by my knowledge and wisdom from being one of my meetings that his contract had expired August. I think it was August 13th. Was the date where it expired, but I don't know the time period where he got the time to resign before saying they automatically sign him automatic. Because if you don't sign, he automatically signs automatic. That's just part of the game of the industry. You know what I'm saying? But if he don't, that's going to change the game. That is going to change the game of independency. You know what I mean? Us as a podcast, we're independent in a way, but we on Spotify too. It's through the Even Rush Network. So I don't, what I'm saying? We are fourth party, so I don't think that counts. I think we're independent because
we really are kind of like a fourth party.
Yeah, we a fourth party in the game. Yeah, Even Rush Network, what I'm saying, is on Even Rush Network platform, and then they're connected to Spotify. So so y'all go to Even Rush Network on Spotify, and you see us up right now live on Spotify right now. The Even Rush Network. What I'm saying? Make sure y'all go ahead and check that out. And
don't forget, today is election day, everyone. Get out there and vote if you have not already. Today is election day. I think the kids are out. The kids are usually out during election day. Do they do that anymore?
Yeah, they did. They supposed to have the day off. Yep. That's a government holiday.
Okay. So today is election day. Everybody get out there and make sure. Oh, excuse me, everybody. Make sure when you vote, you are voting for what matters to you, not what is in the news, but what truly matters to you. Yeah. Hey, Lamar, I see you down there.
Yeah, I got it. Hey, how y'all doing?
Yeah.
I like that hat, brother.
Doc, I represent my family, the Wu family. Method Man. Yeah, I represent my fellow brother in Method Man, you know what I'm saying? Clifford.
Yeah.
Clifford.
and Vet, I love that shirt.
Thank you.
That shirt is beautiful. Yes.
Thank you, Cliff. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Dan Brielle is always in my head when I get up and get ready. I'm trying to bring my dressing elevation up, even if I'm not in the studio.
Yeah, the election was yesterday. Yes, right. Yeah, election was yesterday.
Yesterday. Oh, that's right. Look, I'm
election was yesterday.
Thank you for that. This is why we help each other out.
Our sister station is on. The Evening Rush Network.
Evening Rush Network. I checked out some of the Queen's podcast the other night.
How you like it? John got some great shows on there.
Yeah, no, it was pretty entertaining. It was real cool. I was digging it. I had to show some love, And it's a 716. I'm gonna at least give you a chance, and I gave him a chance, and I wasn't disappointed. I enjoyed it. As a father, I only had but so many minutes, but the couple minutes I had, I enjoyed those minutes.
Yeah.
You watched the Evening Rush show yesterday? It comes on Wednesdays at 7. No, it's tonight. It's tonight. Never mind.
Okay,
I'm so off, y'all. It comes on tonight. The actual show with Don and Rainbow comes on tonight at 7. Don't forget about the Vet Green show.
Don't forget about the Vet Green show. How can we? How can we forget about the Vet Green show?
Right.
That's like forgetting Tuesday.
That's
can't
right.
forget about the Vet Green show.
That's right.
Don and Rainbow are hilarious, though.
Yeah, I tell you, that's Martin. That's Martin and Pam. Martin and Pam on Martin. They you look at that. If you listen to that, listen, everybody, please go watch them, because when you watch them, when I said Martin and Pam, it's gonna hit right on the head when you watch them. Because
then on Fridays you have Sex, Love, and Alcohol. That's my Friday. Sit on my couch after work and get my 420 friendly going on, and
of course, you gotta have that meditation.
Top of the morning to you, Mr. Banger. How you doing today?
Yeah. Bars Banger. So one of our sponsors, man. Good things happening with him. Can't wait to have him on the show. Can't wait to have him on the platform. You know what I'm saying? We making that happen. You know what I mean?
Also, I'm reading more and more about that, Bam Fam. And also on Fridays are crazy for us in our affiliate station, 716 Live. We have Layla's Tea Time that starts at 5 o'clock. We have Lola's Love that starts at 8 p.m. That's over on the 716 Live network. And then we have, like I was saying, Sex, Love, and Alcohol. I believe it starts at 10 o'clock over on the Evening Rush. So Fridays are crazy for us in our sister station. So make sure y'all check out 716 Live as well as the Evening Rush. Lay Low and the women of Sex, Love, and Alcohol. Chrissy knows those ones. Yeah. Oh Lord, the grand dog is here. Just came in.
Salute, Bam. Salute, man. How you doing this morning, my brother?
Yeah. The legendary Bam Fam, Debonair, the icon out of the B-Lo. You know what I mean? He opened a lot of doors for a lot of artists in Buffalo. Y'all need to give him his flowers and his crown. Okay, at the same time. Understand me? Y'all be forgetting. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to get y'all history right in the city of knowing what happens to folks like Griselda's happening right now because of their situation also. So, pay homage. You know what I mean? No doubt. You know what I'm saying? What else we got going on before we go into another break in 10 minutes? What else we got going on in the hot topics, man? What y'all got for me? What you got for me, Lamar? The 4-star Lamar?
I was about to say, I don't know, because like I said, the bad thing about it is between actually trying to do my show, catch up on the Evening Rush Network stuff, and the war in Israel.
Coming with your show? I'm excited. How's it coming with you? How do you feel creating in this creative space right now?
It feels well. I mean, I think true creatives always kind of stay in somewhat of a creative space. Mm-hmm. You always, even in just travel, you always see something that you can make into something, or it sparks an idea for something. Now, whether you act on it depends on your level of creativity at that time. But I think all creatives are I call creative by you know what I'm saying, like by instinct. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just can't help but to think something will look better like this. Like, I'm sure, even though Joker is not painting sneakers right now, I'm sure there's a couple sneakers he'll see when he just walking by and be like, man, I could do something real nice today. He's not gonna go do it right now, but it's a thought that flies into your mind.
Let me ask y'all that also, because sometimes what I've been doing lately is when I get those downloads, hey cuz I see you out there, Grand Rising Sharice, when I get those digital downloads from the Most High, I don't care if it's midnight, I'm doing something with it. I gotta write it down or something. Like, I found myself last night, because I couldn't get on the I'm sending emails and stuff. It's like 12 o'clock at night, but I have to, you know what I mean? Like, when I get that idea, that digital download, if I don't act on it right then and there, I feel like that the Most High gave it to me. I need to do something with it right then and there. Have y'all ever been in that space, or talk to me about that? Because am I alone in this thing?
Partially. I believe creativeness is just like reading and learning and everything. I believe everybody does it different. Like, if you want to take learning something, for instance, some people are hands-on people. Some people can read a book. Some people can actually be dictated what to do, and in all three instances, different people will get it. Everybody learns and intakes different. I believe everybody's creative different. For me, like there's things that I have to write down, but there's some things that I won't. It's like especially as far as my comedy stuff, and it's because I want to think of it again. If I think of it again and it's still funny, and if I think like if it can't get out of my mind, that's the one. Like, you know what I mean? If I can't stop thinking about it, that's the one. You know what I mean? I'll be like, so if I sit there and think about it on Monday and I didn't get a chance to write it down because I was at work, but it comes back up on Wednesday in my mind, that's the one. I need to get working on that as soon as possible because it left something special in me. You know what I mean? So I look at it as like, it's like a balance. It's some people that, it's some people that have to write it down immediately. Me, as opposed to me, some things I won't write it down because everything seems good to me at first.
That's right.
Everything seems good to me at first, and everything's not good. Like, you know, everything's not funny. Everything's not the winner. So if it keeps on coming back and keeps on coming back and keeps on coming, I'm like, yeah, it's the reason why this keeps on spinning the block on me and coming back around. It's because I need to bring this to life. I need to make this happen. So there's a couple. That's how it is with my show. I feel really, really, really crazy. I don't know if you guys seen any of my posts or anything. I'm crazy, stupid, inspired right now. Like I just look, I just dwell in a place right now where time and space don't matter. It's just action and opportunity. That's
what's up.
That's it. I mean, I feel stuff coming from the Most High, but I also know that nobody can stop me right now. Like nothing can stop me right now.
Okay, give us some of that juice.
Oh
yeah.
I'm grabbing some of that and putting it in my bag. Man,
I made a post saying there's a lot of people who are crunch time people. There's Jordan in the last 3 seconds. There's Tom Brady in the 2-minute warning. And I was like, I'm Neo in the hallway. Like I hopped into Agent Smith.
Yeah.
Like Freddie has nightmares about me. I don't have the eye of the tiger. I have the eye of the animal what the tiger is scared of.
I know that's right.
Yes, I am past it. I am fed up. I am grabbing what is owed to me, what deserved to me. I'm great in all other aspects. I'm a great father. I'm a great son. I'm a great all that. The one thing I lack in is my purpose. And now I'm grabbing the purpose by the neck. I'm going to take it and shake it until the change falls out and it gives me what I want.
Ooh,
Bottom line.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
Bottom line.
All right, now they're applauding you on, Lamar.
I'm running into so many problems right now, and I don't look at them as problems. It's just gonna be part of my story that I tell when I go on stage and get my award. That's all it is. Obstacles obstacles have to deal with me.
Yeah.
It's not that the obstacles are in my way. I'm in the obstacles' way, and they should be worried.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, look at Lamar coming through.
Yeah.
Giving us blessing.
And I'm so sincere when I say this. I am so sincere when I say this. I got problems with getting people, you know, especially when I got problems with getting people for table readings and all that type of stuff like that. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Because I just know that everybody else is working in time and space. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate the time that I get, but I'm not in that time and space no more. I'm on a whole nother level. I'm not out of this world. I'm out of this galaxy right now. I'm on a whole different plane. And if I don't get this going off, y'all gonna see a coffin because I'm gonna put everything I got into doing this right here. And being a part of the morning show because I love you guys.
Yeah, no doubt, of course.
Thank you for that inspirational. Oh my goodness, I don't know about y'all, but I received all of that.
I receive all that's a whole nother word. We have a church already before Keisha Dreams come in. Or, you know what I'm saying, Reverend Keisha Dreams, the hip hop ministry come on. You this is devotion right now.
Okay. I receive all of that. It's about taking everything that you learn. Like I got just great. It's something that you said, Lamar. Like nothing is going to stop you. You taking all the experiences, the good and the bad, all the experiences. I feel like so many of us are on that, and you're just speaking of it. You're speaking on it and letting us know. You know what? Thank you for solidifying that for us because it is about the experiences. I'm everybody, all the people that have come into my life over the last 2-3 years, I'm taking all that experience that I've learned, seeing people grow, seeing Don grow, the Evening Rush Network, because our relationship goes back. Like I've known Don for about 2-3 years now, and using all of that information, the information I learned from Jay over at 716 Live, the information that my marketing manager keeps, because he be stepping on my neck with love, y'all. He be telling me about myself, because I'll be needing that, taking all of that information and making this thing grow. And welcoming anybody that's willing to come on this journey with us, because it is a journey. We are going on this thing together. And I cannot wait to see you blow up. Okay.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see, because that's what that fire right there is what makes a difference in what makes things happen and what let things happen. You're going to make things happen.
Definitely. Like I said, I mean, like I said, I tell everybody that I talk to, it's a constant record that plays in my mind over and over and over again. I go to sleep about this. I think about it while I'm at work. I think about it while I'm in the shower. And I look at it when I get an obstacle or something that gets in my way. It's nothing but now I got to remix the record. I got to feature something. I got to change the beat. I got to do something else. Yeah. But then that new record is going to play in my mind all day and all day. And the record is going to keep playing in my mind until y'all hear the record too.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna hear this record. Y'all gonna hear
That's definitely motivation, man, to do, especially you know exactly what you want, you know your goals and what you're trying to do. And that's the thing that I tell a lot of people, to make sure you have your long-term goals and your short-term goals at all times. You know what I mean? And it ain't gonna be easy. See, a lot of people be putting these goals down, they think it's gonna be easy. You know what I mean? The more intensive that them goals is, the harder it's gonna be. The more detail you put in them goals, the harder it's going to be. You know what I mean? But willing to go through the storm. You know what I mean? You know, be prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? Be humbled in your walk with it too. You know what I mean? And that's what I do. I know my main key thing is that I tell people is be consistent. When you're consistent, you can't lose. You know, there's no L's in consistency. That's for sure. You know what I mean? And that's what I do. That's what I do. I stay consistent like that. On what I'm doing, even if I don't have no orders, I'll design a pair of shoes to wear, just to design a pair of shoes, and then I put them up for sale, or if something comes to my heart, I donate them. You know what I mean? So, that's what I do. And then canvas work, I just keep the catalog gallery going. Y'all see the gallery behind me. You know what I mean? The whole wall for the canvas.
I'm waiting on my V green canvas to put up in my office. So.
Yeah.
Have it ready when you get here in December. Put up in my office.
No doubt. I definitely get that going. And I know I'm saying a lot of people hit me up for the holidays for shoes and stuff like that. And shout out to those who hit me up in the DM. They hopped in the DM yesterday, a couple of people. And I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? And I got models. I got models that wear my shoes. I still got to do 2 more pair of shoes with 2 more models to wear my shoes. They help out a lot. You know what I mean? And then I stay consistent with it, And like I said, I'm still working on a comic book. My man Lamar is one of the voices of one of the characters of my comic book. So that's gonna wait. And you one of the characters, and Barge Banger is the other one. So
okay, that's what's up.
Barge Banger will be Raw Nicks, and the voice of Hot Nick is gonna be Lamar. So you know what I'm saying. So for the animated cartoon. Slash the soundtrack of the comic book. So it's gonna be, Raw Nicks and Hot Nicks, that's a rap group. You know what I mean? They're rappers, and they speaking their mind. One is in the streets, one is educated, getting a degree, you know what I'm saying, in college. They grew up together in the same projects, in the same project building called Marcus Garvey Project. So that's gonna be interesting. Gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. I can't wait to do that. That should be real fun. And then, like I said, I like it because when me and Joker was talking about it, it really kind of covers both sides of like hood life. Like, what I'm saying? Like, it really covers the down, like, what I'm saying, low, dirty, what I'm saying, the sewer, but the whole hood ain't the sewer. Like, what I'm saying? Right. There's brightness to the hood. You know what I mean? And so it with both people, it kind of plays both ends of the spectrum, and that's why I like it. I like that.
I did that. One
everybody that's watching,
right.
Yeah,
right.
Everybody that's watching. relate to something. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you watching a painting, you can relate to something in it. You know what I mean? Because it's from both ends. If you from the hood, you're gonna find some relation into it.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, we're gonna get to a little break real quick. Uh, you know what I
Y'all hear
mean?
me?
And we'll be right back. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna talk more about what's going on in the show, and also about the comic book jump off I'm working on. Man, that's gonna be fun. I've been doing the bits and pieces of it, and I'm enjoying it. It's very fun. You know what I mean? I'm doing a whole canvas of the characters together too. So, you know what I mean? So when I do an art show, that's gonna be my marketing piece to a lot of things that I got going on. So that's gonna be sweet, man. I can't wait for that. You know what I mean? Let's get to this commercial real quick, man. Those who like strawberries and chocolate, you know,
Hey, D'Ambria. My internet
strawberry.
is acting up, y'all. Tell me
Yeah.
if
Okay, we hear you. We hear you. You know what I'm
Yeah, we
saying?
hear you. You ain't
No.
pausing or nothing. You ain't.
oh, that's good. I
Yeah,
got
you
all
ain't.
these.
Make sure you shop with Dip with Dignity. It is the best strawberries dipped in chocolate that I have ever had. Listen, y'all, if you want a treat that's sure to knock you off your feet, you need to get with Dipped in Dignity, okay? These are the best treats that I have ever had, and I am not somebody who liked strawberry dipped in chocolate. I was never that girl, but when I taste these treats by Dipped in Dignity, oh my God, OMG, OMG, OMG. I couldn't just eat one. Woo-hoo. Make sure you get with Dipped in Dignity, the very
I'm sitting here to dancing to the little background music.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no
uh,
doubt, man. Y'all know what's going on right there. The new Equasia and Terrence Love new single, "Don't Waste My Time," drops on the 31st this month, man. Faith and Blessings. No doubt. We gotta look forward to that. I need a music video. I'm definitely gonna get the track, play it on the platform. I hope they do a music video and put it on the Evening Rush Network. I mean, no, the Spotify playlist, which is an active playlist. This is not a bot playlist or nothing like that. This is an active playlist from the Morning Show podcast on Spotify. So why don't y'all go ahead and search that on Spotify and give us a heart? You know what I mean? And that means y'all like it, and that's locked in. And when you do that, 10,000 more people will hear the music and put people on that's on there, that's on this platform to help them get a fan base and help them get their 1,000 streams a year so our artists can get paid. It's that new wave. Understand me? No doubt. Good morning, Dan Braille. What's going on? But yeah, like I was saying before, definitely this comic book is going to have everything from Black history of all the people that got killed from police and all the Black discoveries that been discovered by Black folks will be in this podcast. And will be in this comic book too. So, like a washing machine was invented by a Black man, the doorknob was invented from a Black man, the door stopper was, them things all was, and more. It's about the stoplight that you stopping you from crashing when you driving was discovered by a Black man. You're gonna have all their names and stuff all through that comic book. So at the same time a kid gets this comic book, when I get done with it, they're gonna have to research every name. Because I'm gonna have a whole index in there of all the names that you can do the research and Google on and who that person was and all that. So it's gonna be very educational, demographic from the hood slash, different demographics from the hood man and the college man that came from the same place. You know what I mean? One went to jail, one didn't. You know what I'm saying? But the one that's going to college, it's a big segment that he get harassed from the police and all that type of stuff. It's going to be very, very realistic type of comic book. And the name of the comic book is called Raw Nicks and Hot Nicks. They're a rap group out of those small projects called Marcus Garvey projects, and so it's going to be very interesting. And y'all can go to Instagram and go to raw Nicks underscore hot Nicks, and you can follow and see the characters already that I got posted up on Instagram. And you can follow my journey, how I'm building this joint, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely appreciate everybody. Good morning, good morning. No doubt.
Good
Yeah,
morning, Miss.
before we get right into you know what I'm saying? The segment of Four Star Lamar. You know what I mean? What's going on? Let's talk sports. What you think you gonna give us on sports and all that? What's going on?
Oh man, the NBA is popping right now. You know what I mean? The NBA is doing their thing. One of the things I'm more impressed with is I'm impressed. I'm slightly impressed with Wembyana.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't think he'd be able to hang. I didn't think he would have the weight and the size to hang with these grown adults. I understand he's been playing with adults overseas since he's been like 12 years old, but
Right.
we raise a whole different kind of adult in America. We raise Oakleys and Jokers and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I was wanting to see if, you know what I mean, he could hang, and he's been hanging so far. I think the rest of his team is kind of where they're lacking at. You know what I mean? I think he's one of the bright spots of the Spurs, and I'm glad that he's there because I think the greatest coach in NBA history is in San Antonio and Greg Popovich.
Yeah.
And I definitely believe that that will help him out a lot on his journey. Coaching, especially for a young, talented player, means a lot because there's a lot of players that should have been and it wasn't because of them. It was because they were coached wrong from beginning.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
with that being said, I think that he's the one that's impressing me so far.
What's going on with LeBron James' son? They said that he's doing well in college, and what's the update on that with him playing? I know college basketball just started too, so
Yeah.
what's the update? Do you have an update on that?
The word around the campfire is he's gonna be a one and done. That's the word around the campfire. I don't know if I know the type of mentality LeBron has. I don't think he's gonna let him be one and done. You know what I mean? He's gonna at least make him put in 2 years. You know what I mean? Just because, especially with LeBron not going to college, I'm sure he values the education part more than most parents would in that certain situation. But then again, once he gets a certain age, he can make whatever decision he wants for himself. He wants to be one and done.
Yeah.
He can make that decision without LeBron James, and it'd be perfectly fine.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm giving a shout. I'm giving LeBron James his flowers. Has he throughout the whole years of his career, he promised his mom and his grandmom that he'll still get the education. And then those who don't know that he graduated from college 3 years ago. You know what I mean? An off season, and he did that, and so he still went to college. He still, promised his mom and his grandmother that he did that before, he got involved in other things, which he still was investing in other things as far as movies and stuff, but he still got educated through I don't remember. I had to Google that. What college did he go? I think it was Connecticut. I think he was going to Connecticut if he didn't go. If he was in high school.
I heard he graduated, but I had no idea. I assumed that it was the University of Akron, just because that's where he's from. But I don't know. It was either that or online degree, maybe, because you know who he is. He's so busy.
Yeah, because I know they said that he was going to whatever school that he was going to get drafted to. Going to if he wouldn't go straight out of high school, he was going to go there. And I believe it was Connecticut or Duke. I would say one of them schools, but I'm not sure. I might have to do some research on that. But yeah, he got his education, so I'm pretty sure he's really getting on his son to really complete that. Even if he do a one and done, he's gonna that probably one of his promises, the same promise he did for his mom and his grandmother that I'm still going to get my degree. And I think that's a fair deal. I think it's a fair deal. And make it do what it do, you know what I mean, and all that. So what's going on with Colorado? When I ain't hear too much about Colorado in prime time.
Yep, because everybody found that they was a regular team. Shock America. I know you're shocked. I know you thought Colorado, especially all black people, I know you thought Colorado was going to sweep the world and be the best college team ever, and they was going to beat Georgia, and they was going to beat TCU, and they was going to be no, they are a regular college football team. Not a trash one, but a regular middle run-of-the-pack college football team. Deion Sun, the quarterback, is your average top, you know what I'm saying, like in college, but he's an average top 15 quarterback. We're not going to be, you know what I'm saying, he don't hit me like Peyton Manning hit me. He don't hit me like, you know what I mean, Vince Young or a lot of people in college. He don't hit me. He don't give me that flavor. He don't give me that feeling. Yeah. And I think everybody went around. I love Prime. I'm still to this day. I think Deion Sanders is the best cornerback of all time. I love his style. I love his swag. I love his outlook on life. I love that he's a God-fearing man.
Right.
There's
Right.
a lot of things I love about Deion Sanders, but they are not it. They are not it. I like how they had the bullseye on their back because of who he was, and I like how he accepted that bullseye and embraced it. But in the same sense, I knew the Colorado from last year, and I knew 3 or 4 players wasn't going to change that. You know what I'm saying? They're getting recruiting, you know what I'm saying? Like if you look at a team like, let's say, Georgia or Clemson or something, they getting 15 top 5 recruits in each position. Like, you know what I mean? They get, you know what I mean? They get the top 3 center, the top 5 wide receiver. You still got Marvin Harrison Jr. over here. You still got, there's teams out here that got full rosters of superstars. And for everybody to think Colorado was going to be it, I knew they wasn't going to be it. And that's what happened. Everybody found out, like, oh, like once you take off all the wrapping and stuff from the package, you're like, oh, this is a regular box. That's what happened. It's a regular old box, like anything else.
Shout out. Yo, say how you feel about Warren Sapp coming in as a defensive coordinator next year?
I love that. I love that. I love that. I don't know what how good of a coach he is, because we've had this conversation on the podcast before, where coaching, playing doesn't necessarily lead to good coaching, and 9 out of 10, some of the worst players are some of the best coaches. You know what I mean? They're more mental, and they didn't have the physical ability to do what they had on the field. Now they're able to pass that on that mental ability. There's some people who can do both. There's certain people who can. I believe Frank Wright is one of the people that could play the game and coach the game. D'Amico Ryans is one of those people I think that could play the game and coach the game. But there's certain people. So we'll see. I'm a huge Warren Sapp fan. I've been a huge Warren Sapp fan since the U. I mean, he was one of the. I was so.
Warren Sapp proved everybody wrong, because, you know, he had some issues before he came in the league that he had to deal with, and nobody wasn't going to draft him at first, and they gave him a second chance. So, you know what I'm saying? So that was cool that they gave Brother Check a second chance, and he fulfilled that second chance to the fullest and took the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to their first Super Bowl and won. You know what I mean? And he was leading sacks that year. You know what I mean?
So that is not easy. If you don't watch the game, if you're a defensive tackle, you made to help other people get tackles and sacks. With that being said, that's very impressive.
Yeah, he's, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to him, and now he's giving back to the people, and he's very gifted. He's a good dude. He always still speaks on Say No to Drugs movement. He still does his thing on college students. You know, what they call it? He had a movement going on, like college love and alcohol and drugs, something like that. Some type of movement he got going on for charity to really train and help these college students stay, you know, still have fun, but, you know, keeping it clean, because that was one of his issues in college. You know what I'm saying? Playing for Miami, you know what I'm saying, in college. You know, is that the Miami Hurricanes?
Yep, the U. Everybody know about the U.
Yeah. So he was definitely doing his thing. So shout him out, man. That now he's getting into the coaching thing with Prime. I think he's gonna be a different team with him. I think he's real. He knows that. I think he'll be an okay coach. I think he's gonna fit right in. I think he's going to definitely come in what they're missing. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, the defense is kind of off a little bit, Colorado. So I think he's gonna tighten up those screws and polish up some things in that defense. And I think they're gonna bring some good talent in too. I think I know like 6 or 7 players they was talking about on ESPN that want to get transferred to Colorado. That's on their second year. That's on their third year. That surprisingly that linebacker from Ohio State want to get transferred. He's a star linebacker for Ohio State. He want to go to Colorado. He want to go to Colorado Buffaloes. But if he do, he's going to be the leading. He's going to be the lead man on that team. If you do accept that, you know, if you know, I don't even know how that works. Do Ohio State got to approve that? Because I'm pretty sure he has a scholarship. You know, do they have to get approval of that?
I think they have to approve it in some way, shape, or form. But I don't think it's a way they can deny it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to go to another school, it's just like anybody else. If you want to go from UB to Buff State, you know what I mean? You can, as long as you got the the years of eligibility as far as playing wise. As long as you got that, as long as you got 1 or 2 years, I think they pretty much allowed to do what they want.
I think if they do it, I think he loses scholarship, and then the other school got to pick up on the scholarship.
Yeah, they'll pick up on the scholarship, which
Yeah.
teams is going to be, especially for him, they're going to
Yeah.
do that in a heartbeat. Because
Yeah.
coming out of high school, I think he was like top 3 linebacker, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with that being said, they'll do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
defense is the one place they lack in too. I believe that they're out of the two sides of the ball for Colorado. I think defense is their weakest side. So
Yeah.
with the add of Sat, you know what I mean? And with these couple of kids they got coming out of high school, they should do a lot of damage. They should definitely do some damage. Now we're talking about a complete football team. Now, like next year, now everybody should worry. This was the wrong year to worry. Everybody was worried like they was gonna go to the bowl and say, no, next year when they get and everything. Because we talk about coaches, Deion is not a defensive coach. Although he played the defensive side of the ball, he's not a defensive coach. He's not an offensive coach. He's two things. He's a motivator and he's a recruiter.
Yeah.
That's what his strengths
He knows talent. He knows talent when he see talent. He know how to put them where they need to be, but he don't know how to structure them to a complete team to be consistent. That's all. I think that's all he needs. And I think Warren could come in. He might add one more piece to the coaching staff, maybe. That could give him that extra oomph. Which I believe after the season, I believe that's going to be the goal, and they're going to do that. I think they're going to complete that. They're going to be successful in that area. And then all like Prime said, they don't want to beat Colorado. They want to beat him because he's been a trash talker, number one trash talker in the history of football. Period. And he could back it up. That's what's scary.
And that's a difference.
That's what's scary.
They got the talent level that Deion had. Like they can't talk the trash. Like I know you see my man up here with the watch and stuff like that. And granted, yeah, y'all won, y'all good, but you can't talk trash like your daddy because you're not on that. There's only a chosen few people ever who's on your daddy's level.
Yeah, that's right. Only a few. It's only 4 defensive players in the history of football that locked down 85% of the defense side of the field, and Deion is one of them. You know what I'm saying? Deion's one of them. Bruce Smith is one of them. You know what I mean? Lawrence Taylor is another one.
Ronnie Lott was one.
And Reggie White.
And Reggie White was one too. Yep.
Yeah.
Like I said, Ronnie Lott was one. There was a lot of them. Singletary was another one. Whatever side of the field he was on, you might as well.
You got the 85% that side. You lock it down. And the funny thing about that though is that Barry Sanders said that he don't need that 85%. He only need 5 to run.
Wow.
And he used that 5% consistently. He knew how to use that 5% of the field. He masterminded that, man. As being as quick and stocky as he was had quick feet. He had speed, but he had more quick feet than speed. You know what I'm saying? He was real finesse with that. Then he was fun to watch and all that. So Colorado's gonna be the team to beat next year. I'm a Clemson fan. College football. They struggling this year. How you feel about the college football playoffs? When did that start? This weekend?
Yeah, that's gonna start this weekend. I know you're a fan of Clemson, but I bleed blue. Let's go blue, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big Michigan fan. So I think this is our year. I think we're gonna do our thing. I think this is our year. We can kind of just like not win decisively, but kind of just sneak in and slide right in and kind of just run the ball out and play good defense like we do, and hopefully we can just win a really
good morning, Paula. Good morning, Paula. Good morning. No doubt.
Yes, Miss Bridgeworth. Good morning. How you doing?
Yes.
I've been loving the college playoffs ever since they put it in. I think it's an excellent idea. I love it. I wish it would expand to like about 8. I don't know how they can do that. I wish they could expand it to like about 8. But besides for that, I love that. Oh yeah, Don, Mr. Brown, thank you. I'm telling you, let's go blue. Let's go blue.
Well, but Michigan ranked number 1, or the Georgia Bulldogs and all them.
The last I checked, I think Michigan was 3 in the rankings.
Okay. Georgia Bulldogs to number 1.
Yep. Yeah, Bulldogs number 1.
The Bulldogs always had amazing running backs.
Yeah. They always.
Their running back is just stupid. Like what? Like I'd be surprised a lot of them running backs don't get drafted. Like someone come in and try out and be on the practice squad, but their running back game is stupid.
Yeah, they always get
the running backs and tight ends.
Yep. Yep, but you can build a team around that, which is what I like about them. You can always build a team around that. But we know there's just certain schools and certain places that just get a certain position and they get it forever. Like the Hurricanes will always have two good linebackers. Always. Always. Ohio State and Georgia will always have a good defensive line.
Yeah.
Always.
What teams in college you think will have solid wide receivers?
Ohio State is one. They always get some solid wide receivers. And USC, for some reason, always give USC and Georgia get really good wide receivers. Like there's about 5 or 6 Georgia wide receivers in the league right now that's tearing the league up. You know what I mean? We got Pickens. We
have awesome wide receivers. 2 schools I'm gonna name that have awesome wide receivers that always come in the draft heavy. Maybe 3, and that's Boston College.
They get good wide receivers. Yes, they do.
Maryland. Maryland wide receivers is always, that's where Diggs came from. You know what I'm saying?
They just never have a quarterback. That's their problem. But they always got wide receivers.
Wide receivers is bananas. The wide receivers they have this year is bananas. Do you know what I'm saying? That tall white boy is something serious, man. 6'6", looking like a white Randy Moss. We will moss you, yo. He will moss you. That down south brother right there is stupid. In another school, they have an amazing wide receiver they were sleeping on is LSU.
LSU put out some good wides too, because Chase and Jefferson came from LSU. So with that being said,
man, LSU,
I forgot about LSU.
Wide receiver they got now, the freshman, the young boy that came from I think he's from Texas. I think he's from Houston, matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? And he's very talented dude, man. He just gets grades up. He have a problem with his grades. I know they was talking about that he wasn't going to play a couple of games because of his grades and stuff. You got to be a 3.9 and up to play football in certain schools. And I think he's like a 3.5 in his grades, so he got to push that up a little bit to continue playing. I hope he can get some total tutoring and keep these going, just keep his scholarship and all that. But Barnes' talent, man, he could definitely. I don't know if he can leave the league now and be in a top candidate for the draft. I think he need to do one more year. I think he will be.
Yeah,
keep them grades up. Stay focused.
Especially in football, is really important that they bust out at least 3 or 4 years, just because the growing they'll do and the knowledge they'll learn from the college system that'll bring them over to the NFL is really important. Like in basketball, I'm not saying that you can skip high school, but as they've shown, or college, but as they've shown, you can skip college. As long as you the size and the quickness, you don't need that college coaching to be successful in the NBA. You know what I mean? I think in the NFL, you need it. And we can tell the difference between certain players who've been there all 4 years, and we can tell the difference between players that jumped out for 2 or 3. Because I think
it's more wisdom they get. They get more wisdom. They get more making better decisions. They humbled more. I could give that. Shout out my man, Big Mike Murray. What's up, King?
Yeah,
no doubt. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You need to come on to the Green Ties Media. You need to come on through. Stop playing with us. You know what I'm saying? Come on through with the family. And make it do what it do. Yeah, man. So I think you said 3 years it should be the max. I think so if they want to leave early, 3 years would be the perfect one.
The max. Yes.
And I think they give them an opportunity to get a Heisman Trophy. Too. That's good on your resume to come into the league. That's a chance. You get a Heisman Trophy, you automatically get a Gatorade endorsement. I think that's a deal. I think Gatorade have a contract with the Heisman Association because anybody that get a Heisman Trophy always get a Gatorade commercial. Always. You ever notice that? Pay attention.
Yeah.
You win the Heisman, you'll see them by the Super Bowl have a Gatorade commercial.
Yeah, the funny thing about it, they say the same thing is with Disney and whoever the winning quarterback is for the Super Bowl for our Super Bowl. Like when they say, I'm going to Disneyland. Now, I guess Disney just send whoever the winning quarterback is to Disneyland now. They don't even got to ask. They don't even got to say it no more. They just automatically go to Disney World.
Yeah, right. So I like the movement with the NFL is going. How you feel about the referees though? Man, they saying that these referees, they having an investigation. These referees they might be gambling or they might be doing something they supposed to be doing because they think a lot of this stuff is rigged. How you feel about that going viral since the Bills game and the Bills game and also the game? What's the other game they was talking about?
They were talking about the one game with the kicker. Actually, our game.
Our game and also Philadelphia game, the Eagles game.
Yep, Philadelphia game. Yep, yeah. It's way too many. It's way too many instances to. I can't sit here and point out. Oh yeah, you remember this game? Remember that game? I think it was really brought to light during the playoffs last year. I think when it's at 1 or 2 games on and that's it, and that's the only thing that everybody got to watch is when it was really brought to light on how bad the refereeing is as a whole. There's a couple referees I really like, but as a whole, refereeing in football is horrible. I don't know what they can do besides to maybe hold
you know what I don't like,
fine them or something like that if they get calls wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do
I didn't mean to cut you off because this has been bothering my spirit for the past 4 weeks in football, and I didn't see this nowhere. This is just my projective of seeing things of seeing things watching football. We have over 9 females that's referees. 4 of them is black. They don't have no leadership to put them to the forefront. How you feel about that? Like they keeping them on the side. They seem like they pushing them to the side even though they on the field. Have you noticed that?
I've noticed that, but then we as being fans, we know how referee goes. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, for the first year or 2 years or 3 years, that's where you're gonna be. You're not gonna be the person with the little mic and you sit there.
To me, man. I don't like that.
And it does feel like discrimination, but it's seniority. They do a lot by seniority when it comes to refereeing. I'm just happy they're letting these young brothers and sisters get on the field. That's one. But 2, more importantly, I want them to not get caught up in this referee gate that is technically going on. Because when this all hits the fan, the first thing they're gonna say is it's because we had the most black referees that we ever had before. That's why the referees is trash. And I don't want that to happen as a whole. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know they got to do their due diligence. Like every time you're watching the game, I'm the type of guy who notices been a referee for 16 years. This is his 14th playoff game. I read that stuff up under there. You know what I mean? Because I'm nosy. With that being said, I understand why they on the sidelines because, like I said, they gotta do their due diligence like anybody else.
I think because I think what's the girl named Sarah? I think her name is Sarah. Matter of fact, I think her last name is Washington. Sarah Washington, the referee, who she has the highest points of being when she got hired as a referee under the supervisor. You know, the people with the white hats, that's the boss.
Yeah.
You know, they'll give y'all some education on referees. When they wear the white hat, that's the boss. She's under that, which is the black hat with the stripes. It goes that, and then she's the second foreman, just in case that referee get injured of some player running over him by mistake or that. Then she's the only one. She's the closest one to get that position. What do you think that stopped her from getting the main supervisor position? You think because she's a female?
Well, I think it might play a small part into it. But like I said, with referees, like I said, my man Bars knows seniority plays a lot. And what I found out when I was doing my personal research is that they're set up, they're made in the teams, they're made in the squads. You know what I mean? So that same head referee is gonna have that same second referee. It's gonna have them same 2 lined, and they're a clique. They're like a little starting 5, and they assign that actual group to a game, as opposed to saying, I like that referee. Okay, I don't like the rest of y'all. They have to assign the group. And I think the main reason why she may not be far in is because in her group, right, she's not high enough on the totem pole yet. I think that's a choice that her personal group has made.
Yeah, because I know because they said she has a master's degree in sports education and medicine. She has a master's degree. She went to Duke University and she graduated and went in to put in the application and got the job. They had they interviewed her on one of the little podcasts, sports podcasts, and I was watching her and she been on she showed up. She was at the Bills game when we played the Jets She was one of the refs and everything, and she did a pretty good job on that. And then she, like I said, she was also at a couple of the Detroit Lions games. She been in a lot of the Detroit Lions games.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, a lot of Detroit Lions. I think that's her region, her referee region probably.
Yeah,
you know, I hope she get picked to be a referee for the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
I
I
hope so.
think she deserved that. Yeah. Yeah.
I would love that. That would be awesome. That would be cool.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's so many people ahead of her in line that I don't think we're gonna see that till like about 2025, maybe. Maybe not
Yeah.
this Super Bowl, maybe not the next Super Bowl coming up, but the one after that, we might see her on there just because. And that's one thing too, is that if everybody else, that's the one thing that I think us as people, we always wanted was equality.
Yeah.
I don't want a special handout. I don't want any of that. Just treat me like you would treat anybody else in my position. So with that being said, I think that I want her to go through the necessary steps, because when she do make it to that point, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear no affirmative action. I don't want to hear nothing. I want to hear that she's not a black female referee. She's a referee.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
That's what I want. I don't want her to be a black referee. I want her to be a referee. Period. That's what I want. Right. I want the NFL to look at her as a referee.
Yeah. Yeah, we can go ahead and real quick. We'll get to this conversation. We'll have a break real quick. We're gonna have definitely Keisha Dream's gonna pop in a minute. You know what I mean? She just emailed me saying she's gonna be on the way. No doubt. Okay. So we're gonna take a little break right now. Let's get into the music. Let's go to get to a music video real quick. You know what I'm saying, and play one of our videos that's been requested to see. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do that. And on a commercial break. So we're gonna make it do what it do. So I appreciate everybody tuned in right now. Make sure you continue to share, like, comment, and all of that, man. We definitely appreciate each and every one of y'all, no doubt. We'll be right back.
Hey, how are you doing? My name is Lamar, and I'm the creator of a new sketch comedy show coming soon called The Sketch Project. So come check us out. It's funny as What? I can't say bro, you. Coming soon, the new show called The Sketch Project. You put the fun in funny? Yo, who write this Oh, I can't say neither? Coming soon, a new show called The Sketch Project. You'll love it like Jada loves Tupac. Wait, what? Too soon? Just watch the show, all right? It's funny and I'm broke. How's that? Is that better?
People always want to know how you go from this to this. I told them I always pay homage to those who didn't get a chance to make it out. And then I get in the booth. I give up my life. I give up my experiences. I give up my gift. I move to entertain, but I also move to teach. Always letting you know, you mess with this, you definitely messing with a problem. You move to a new city, and you rep it like it's your own. You work harder than everybody around you. So you had a chance to shine harder than everybody around you. You let them know what it is to be an MC. You let them know what it is to be a businessman. And only then can you get a people the cooker.
I wanna go outside.
Oh, yeah. Last night I think I fell in love again. After holding you in my arms, I get lost in your eyes.
Oh my
Drop
goodness,
on
I love that song.
12/31/23. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go ahead and wait for that because we're gonna have it. We're gonna have the premiere. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna play it on here and make it do what it do. Is it gonna be a video to that thing? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let us know. We need the visual of that joint. Yes, sir.
Every day I thank God
Thank
for
you.
the blessings.
Baby,
Hey.
I mess around to do the background singing and can't sing a lick. Understand me?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a hit a note. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Certain songs, don't you hear them and it feel like, oh, I may be able to hit that note, knowing good
Yeah,
well
I
he
might have hit
can't
that
sing a
thing
lick.
one time. Just one little note I might hit real right on. Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? American Idol. Hold
Okay.
on. You know what I'm saying? The voice. Come on now, the voice. You know what I'm saying? Mess around and be behind there. Turn your chair around or something, man. Come on now. You know what I mean? I'm feeling myself right now when I be singing them songs. I'm playing with me. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
indeed. Yeah.
Oh, we got some news to talk about, everybody. We got some news. This election, so the elections were yesterday.
Yeah.
Right now, and this is being reported by the AP News, Virginia Democrats sweep legislative elections after campaigning on abortion rights. So
Ugh.
it's always something. It's always something. So what's being reported is that Virginia Democrats they swept Tuesday's legislative elections, retaking full control of the General Assembly after 2 years of divided power. So it looks like the Democrats in Virginia have their power back, which means a lot. They'll be able to vote more on the Democratic line and things that matter to the Democrats and not have the Republicans have the primary say so in this thing. So what's your thoughts? There's a lot on the table right now as far as abortion rights. And I'm talking about all the elections over the next 18 months. There's a lot on the table right now. Let them keep messing with the sisters. Yes, it's crazy. How dare them? You know, to each his own, my grandmother always said, but I do not believe that it is anybody's business what a woman does with her body. I just do not. I think when you go down that road of trying to control what a person does with their body, I don't care if it is an abortion or a sex change, that is none of your business. Like, how dare you? It has nothing to do with you. I think that we have gotten beyond actually caring for our citizens. And I think that what is happening right now is that more and more people are using their influence to try and make things the way that they want them. The world is not just this one monolithic thing. The world is not like that. The world is contrived of so many aspects. There's so much diversity, and we need to welcome that instead of trying to shut someone down or try and make someone do something that they don't agree with. Like, how dare you try and make, hey Joanne, good morning, how dare you try and make someone especially as far as rape. If someone gets raped and they don't want to keep this baby because it's traumatic thinking about it, how dare you say that they have to?
Right.
America.
Wow. Yeah. You know, that part is definitely a good thing to go vote on, because you know what I'm saying, it's just, I think it's the woman's choice, because you never know their situation. They don't care about the situation. They don't even care about, you know, the rape. They don't care about none of that. They don't care about the kids. They don't care about none of that. So how are we having a country to vote on something where they don't even care about those two things, the woman and the child? You know what I'm saying? It just don't make, that's definitely the mark of the beast, of the devil of the world, period. I'm just gonna say it like that. It is what it is.
You fed up, bro? I know I'm fed up. I'm fed up getting these medical bills in the mail. I'm fed up that there's people who are actually struggling out here. I'm fed up that the people who are supposed to govern us don't really care about us. What they seem to care about is padding their pockets. What they seem to care about is just controlling people. I feel like they are failing us in so many ways, whether it's our education for our kids, whether it's our health care. We are being failed in so many ways.
That part and that part. That's the two things
Right?
right there that should be that's on my that they should be in the agenda for, especially in the presidency, when it's time us to vote for the president for the president next year. There's nothing that is in nobody's agenda.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna be 100. I'm gonna be 100. Y'all, people say the people that don't vote, that's the problem. They can't say that.
Yeah.
You can't say that because if you know, them three things is important. That should be on everybody is running for president should be part of their agenda. That should be in their top 3. Period.
Yeah. Virginia was actually one of just 4 states holding legislative races this year. And it's something of a microism of other closely divided states that will be critical in next year's presidential election. So what it seems like, it's official, there will be absolutely no abortion ban legislation sent to Glenn Youngkin's desk for the duration of his term in office. Governor Glenn Youngkin is a Republican down in Virginia, and he exerted a great deal of energy, money, and political capital in his effort to secure the GOP trifecta. Right, bro? It's getting. I'm so fed up with everything that's going on. When I look at the amount of struggle, like the struggle is real. Why does it take 2, 3, 4 incomes just to be able to survive in this country right now? But we can send $10 billion over to overseas. Help me understand this.
It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it don't make sense. 1 and 1 is 3 right now.
It is. And how can they forget about the people who are paying the freaking taxes? How can they forget about the citizens here in America?
You know, everything that's right now, they throwing out the window. Like, it seems like they're patronizing our voices, man. They're definitely, you know, they don't want to hear us out. Like, we have a voice, but we don't have a voice. Where they do that at? That don't make sense. Like, we want to hear you, but we ain't listening. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
You know, and it just don't make sense. I don't know what we have to do to connect the dots. I don't know. We fed up, but we could be fed up, but there's nothing going to be done. You know what I'm saying? People always say more people need to vote, but we still in the same place.
Yeah,
we still in the same place. We could have every single citizen in our country can vote, and we're still in the same place. You can't use that excuse anymore. Says Obama. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You can't. You know, you can't.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
So the government, if you Google why does the government not care about its citizens, you'll get a variety of answers. But something that stuck out for me, right? It seems that way, Don. Governments are supposed to provide a parameter for everyday behavior for citizens. They're supposed to protect us from outside interferences and often provide for our well-being and happiness. So if that's the case, why is the rate of suicide up?
Yeah.
Why is the rate of people unable to pay their taxes up? Did you know that over 50% of people are claiming exempt right now? Exempt means please don't take any taxes out because I can't afford it. I'm exempt. I don't need you to take 50% to FICA, that 50% of my money to FICA that I'm never going to see.
And who is FICA anyway?
Who is FICA? Give me my money back.
Okay. It gets to the point. If I see FICA, I'm throwing hands.
Okay.
If I see FICA, beef on sight.
Man,
I don't know who FICA is, man. I remember my first time working. First time when I was in high school, got a job. Understood, the medical and understand the this and that. But when FICA came up, like, who is this nigga?
And why he wants so much?
like saying, what does this person look like? That's the type of thing I was on. I was on that. Like, if I see him, I'm gonna throw hands. You beef on sight, FICA, when I see you. I mean, going all in. I don't know who that is because they be taking. Listen, the state and the the state taxes, local taxes, and your medical, all that add together. They take all that at one time. Like, what?
You
take it. Why FICA gotta take $66 out of my check? What did you do with that $66? You getting your eighth?
And you mean even though FICA takes $66 out of my check, I still have to pay more federal taxes?
On top of that, like
On
they
top
say
of
that
that.
both federal, but what type of federal is that? Like we got federal and what, and like it don't make sense. Like that's just a way of them taking more money or something. Because I don't know, I always try to do research on this. You can't even find that on Google. What is FICA? What is FICA connected to government with? What strand is that they working with? You can't find
what
that. That's how I feel. It's a strand or something. The smoke.
It is.
Give me
So
eight for that FICA. You know what I'm saying?
It's the federal. It's the payroll tax. It's a payroll tax. And if you look at it, you'll see that even if you claim exempt, they're going to take that out. So FICA taxes are a combination of Social Security. These are things that you aren't even going to be able to get until you retire. And hopefully when you retire, the money is still available. So FICA is a combination of Social Security and Medicare taxes, and it equals about 15% of your earnings. So if you are already in a high tax bracket, meaning like you are over 28%, because that's kind of high. And if you are single, no dependents, chances are you're in a high tax bracket. On top of that,
can you say that again real quick with all that? Say it real slow. I don't know if I don't know if it's just me, y'all. I don't know. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I apologize.
Wrong, bro. It's crazy.
Say that again.
So everyone's in this tax bracket. We all have a tax bracket, and dependent on if you have dependents, meaning that you have kids or someone that you're taking care of that's disabled, your tax bracket can be pretty high. The tax brackets, let me look up the newer tax brackets so FICA is going to automatically take 15%. They're going to tax you. So the FICA rate is taxed at 15%. So that means for every $100 you make, 15% of that is going to go to FICA. If you break it down to decimals, everyone, 15% of $100, break that down. What's 15%? What's 15% of $100? That's a lot of money for somebody. That's $15.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. So that means if I make $500, 15 times 5, that's $45.
Come on, man. They took 60 cents out of my joint. I wasn't even close to that. They took 60. I mean, I think because I was bi-weekly, so yeah, it makes sense. But they took 66 big ones out my jump off. That was the most they took. Everybody was taking $11 here, $6 here. It was $4.95 for here. My even my insurance. I had insurance at my job. It was even with $66. My insurance was only $38.
Yeah,
and I'm like, you taking more out on my insurance, FICA? Like what? Like, boy, when I see you, it's problems. Like what? Give my money back, man. Like what? I never now it still don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
You broke it down. You still it don't make sense. It don't make sense. Like they getting a piece of everything from your Social Security to this, that, and the third. And what? They don't got nothing to do with you.
So right now, dependent on and everyone, you can find out what your tax bracket is from your accountant. The tax brackets can range. So let me look at the tax brackets for 2023.
I'll put an followers in there in Facebook, man. Put followers. Everybody need to hear this. That work.
Yeah. So,
y'all need to hear this. This is important for you hardworking people. Need to know this. Put in followers on the Facebook comment right now and say, or you could tag somebody that's a working citizen and work as hard as you. Tag about 5 people in this so they can get this information. Yeah, that's important.
So right now, the tax bracket, the high tax rate is about 37%. And if you are single, you're definitely feeling that. So that means for every $100 you make, 37 of those dollars are going to go towards your taxes. And that's why it's so important to have different types of deductions. And we spoke a little bit about it yesterday. If you have businesses, there's certain things that you can deduct, but also keep in mind, everybody, that there is like a flat rate, a flat deduction. that they take out. So even if you everybody does not meet that, so you automatically get a particular deduction, a tax deduction. And I am not an accountant. I just know a little bit about a little bit of stuff. So I don't want to. I would advise you to speak to an accountant on this, but you do want to make sure if you don't have dependents, if you are single, such as me, you want to try and invest in your 401k because and you want to there's before taxes and after taxes. Before taxes means I'll just break it down like this just so that you can understand. I always say it's always good to have them take out money before taxes, because that means as far as your 401k, that money is taken out before taxes. That means that if you make $500 before taxes, they're going to take out money before the taxes. And then there's after taxes. That's after the taxes have taken out. They take different deductions out for that. One of the things about investing into your retirement account, such as a 401k, is that money comes off the top. It's like a savings account. It really is like a savings account with a higher interest. It is subject to the up and down of the market. But I would definitely invest into something as far as retirement to try and reduce some of my tax liability, because it does reduce some of your tax liability. So if I make $100,000 a year and I invested a portion of that, that means it brings my tax liability down maybe $20,000. So instead of being taxed on $100,000, I'm being taxed on $80,000. So it really does make a difference. Again, look into it yourself, because each person is different. It is individualized. My tax issue, it may not be your tax issue. Make sure you are investing in your retirement plan for sure, because it really does reduce your tax liability when you invest. HSAs as well, when you have those healthcare spending accounts, you get that money. They take that money right off the bat before taxes, put it into that healthcare spending account, and that helps you pay for your deductibles and all of that. These are just little tips at reducing your tax liability, everyone. I can't really get much into it because of my regular 9 to 5, but those are just a few tips that I can provide you.
Yeah. It's like it's to me, I'm sorry, it still don't make sense to me. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see if they were just taking it for something for that's a different type of program. But they dipping in everything and adding that together and taking everything like, it just. I think it's another way of getting more money from us, keeping us deceived. I'm just saying it. I mean, it is what it is. You know me. I ain't got no filter. You know what I mean? I guess I'm the male version of Whoopi Goldberg. I guess.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going how I feel about it. But like I said, if I see FICA, it's beef on sight.
Yeah, beef on sight. We got some more music that we can get into while we are waiting.
Yeah, we'll get right into it. We waiting on my home girl, the Queen Ministry of Hip Hop, Keisha Dreams. We're gonna go ahead and play one of her songs that is amazing, called The Promise. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she'll be on in a second.
Then we're gonna talk about what if you were a landlord and you knowingly had lead paint in your house. Would you ask your rabbi to come and speak for you at the sentencing? We're talking about that and more right after we get back, right here in Buffalo. Yeah. Angel Dolphin, he showed up.
Crowd start gathering.
We're going to talk about that and more.
Yeah, this is Keisha Dreams right here. We're going to play the music and make it do what it do.
Keisha, I am so sorry.
Yeah,
I'm a changed man, and I promise to do better next time.
You ain't never gonna change.
it drop. In the promises he made from his throne, no one can stop. I sold in my season, it's harvest, see my crop. Now I know I don't need to put God in a box. I'ma give God the praise, my Father really cool. Why worry about things when it's working for my good? Get yours, I get mine. Let God get it shine. With God on my side, the victory is mine. I'ma run to my promise. I receive my promise. I will seek the Lord and turn from my wicked ways.
Yeah, she's in the building, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We're going to go ahead and put her music video on after this song.
All my promises I receive, I receive. All my promises I believe, I believe. Get your promises, you gotta go and get it, go and get it, go and get it, go and get it, go. The promise, the promise, the promise.
The promise, y'all. The promise. That's the whole vibe. We'll get right into the music video. And so we're gonna bring her on, y'all. You know, hip hop ministry, you know what I'm saying? Keisha, dreams, you know what I mean? We're gonna bring her on. We're gonna have church this morning in the hip hop way, you know what I mean, in the urban way. You know what I mean? Get ready to get your Bibles out because she got a story to tell, a testimony. Understand me? You know what I mean? We here to celebrate gospel hip hop on a higher scale, and this is a perfect platform for it. We're gonna make it do what it do. This is her video right here, you know what I mean? That we've been playing on rotation. Yeah, no doubt. Let's go, y'all.
How you doing? I am pissed. I'm hurt. Saying you're upset. What does God
I don't
say?
understand. You see what I'm saying?
Well, this is what I'm... God, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? In my situation. He's a way maker. I know he is, but why he won't do it for me? Why he won't do it for me? You've been there before with him. I know you're upset. I know.
No,
you don't think there's a way out. But God is a way maker.
Mother Marie, I don't...
He's done it before. I'm just getting tired. I know he's who he is. Remember the word. When there's no one else that can help you, you gotta believe that God will make a way. He's a way maker. Just trust him. Just hold on to the truth. It's in you. We've been there before. And he made a way. Oh God. Just trust him exactly. I just need it now. He's the only one who can. And he will. Just believe him and trust in him.
Yes. He's my way maker. Yeah, 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 yeah. Way maker. Glory and honor, my God, I'm making it known. He's making the way, my God, he's taking the show. Trust in my God, and he's making it known. Know that he's my way maker. Yeah. Glory and honor, my God, I'm making it known. He's making the way, my God, he's taking the show. Trust in my God, and he's making it known. Know that he's my way maker. On earth, your will be done, 'cause heaven is where it's from. My faith is in my shout. I'm jumping up to the sun, rejecting disbelief with the spoken and done. 'Cause powerful is his name, and it's written Jesus the Son. The way, the truth, the life, God working the way he do. And powerful, he's the one, God mighty in battle too. 'Cause greater is he in me, so I'm claiming the holy truth about my Father's business, 'cause Jesus is coming soon. Trust God, my God, and he's making it right. The truth and the light, he's on time. Trust God, he will provide. He's him in prophecies they behold, and the truth is being told. There's nothing you wouldn't know. In heaven we are the soul, the young and the old. It doesn't matter who you chose. You take away the load, it's shaping and then you mold. Lo and behold, God is everywhere that we go. Holy Spirit, I let him drove. So God, taking control. Did you see what he did for me? My God, I'm glad I know.
Trust God, my God, and He's making it right. The truth and the light, He's on time. Trust God, He will provide. He's him in your side. He's willing to fight your battles. Glory and honor, my God, I'm making it known. He's making the way. My God is taking the show. Trust in my God, yeah, making it known. Know that He's my way maker. Glory and honor, my God, I'm making it known. He's making the way, my God is taking the show. Trust in my God, and He's making it known. Know that He's my way maker. Glory and honor, my God, I'm making it known. He's making the way, my God is taking the show. Trust in my God, and He's making it known. Know that He's my way maker. Glory and honor, my God, I'm making it known.
Seriously, I just want to say thank you. Like, Rachel. I'm just like, I'm like, what? Okay, open it up. Check for 1 million.
See, I told you, God is a way maker. Praise God.
We're here to work. We're here now. Get your high. Now get your high. Just throw your hands up. Get your high. Just throw your hands up. Get your high. Just throw your hands up. Where my praises at? Come on now, all are running hard. Don't get me started. Wake up late, this party started. Praising him lazy. I'm hardly grinding hard. My blessings saw me. Father God, he knows he's on me. Discipline.
Hallelujah.
True. Yes, that is what I am talking about.
You know what I'm saying? I can't even produce right because I'm on. You know what I mean? No doubt. It's your boy, the Joker, the Overlook MC. We have Vet Green, the Queen, in the building. We got the Queen in the house right now. What's going on, Keisha? Green.
Hey, everyone. Hallelujah. God is so good. He is indeed
Yes.
a way maker. Hallelujah.
Yeah, how you doing today?
I'm doing good.
We've been doing a lot of things, man. We doing a lot of things on your craft here. You're definitely speaking to the masses of the people that love God in the house. So you definitely been filling up my spirit. I've been having church for the past 2 weeks since we've been doing this. I've been having church. We've been having church on this platform.
Glory
Yeah,
to
yeah.
God.
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? That let people know a little bit about yourself, where you're from, give us your story, your testimony. Right here, let me know about who is Keisha Dreams.
Ooh, let's see. Well, I'm so grateful to be on this platform. God is amazing. I'm so grateful to be here with all of you guys. I'm someone that needed Jesus. I need Jesus. I was a sinner. I came from a world of darkness. So many different testimonies of what God has done and what he's doing. God has healed me from different sicknesses and diseases. God has delivered me from lust and so many other things, and God called me to gospel. I didn't think I could do it because I'm like, well, God, I don't sing like, people like Yolanda Adams and Shirley Caesar. And so I was saying to myself, well, God, I don't think I can do it. I didn't think I was worthy enough to do it because, coming from, I'm the youngest of 11 children. My dad just turned 80 yesterday. Happy birthday to Johnny Jackson.
God be the glory.
God be the glory. I grew up, in a very tough environment, became a single mom of 2, a survivor of domestic violence. And that was around the time I finally obeyed God. I said, God, if you get me out of this situation, I will obey you. I will do gospel music. And it's been such a blessing. Right now, it's all about Jesus. I'm not here to be famous. I'm not here to be a celebrity. I just want souls saved. And I just want everyone's support by you sharing my music or anything. It's all about Jesus. You know what I mean? God has worked miracles, signs, and wonders. I've been homeless. I've been in shelters. I've been a homeowner, lost a home. Like God has worked so many miracles, and so my music has been birthed really out of fasting and praying, and I've almost had to kind of almost live out what I went through in each song. And I'm excited about this new album. I am an independent artist. I'm no longer with Team God Entertainment any longer, but glory to God. But, I'm an independent artist, and, this album is so different in a way that the Lord is literally just giving me these songs straight from heaven, and before I would pray about it and I'll get it. Now it's just like he's giving me the beat, he's giving me the lyrics, he's giving me the song, he's giving me the melody, and I'm like, whoa.
Do you feel like because you're open now? Because sometimes we go through things, and because we go through those things, we put up this blockage. In the scene of the video, we've been there. I know I've been there where you're like, God, God, you've forgotten about me. You go through this anger with God feeling. Do you think that now, because that is no longer there, that you're able to be open to receive those downloads? Because your voice is so beautiful, and just listening to your music this morning, I mean, you're a Christian. Do you look at yourself as a Christian gospel artist, or do you even, because sometimes I don't even know where to put that, because it you can rap, because I heard some Rihanna in the one song, like you sound so much, and I don't like to put artists in places where they're like, oh, you sound like this person, you sound like that person, but it's just I'm always in awe of how people can use their voice in the different genres. So do you feel like that's one of the reasons that you're just open now to accept what God is giving you?
There's so many I can say, but I think where I am right now cost me something. The anointing costs. If I told you everything, y'all would just be like, yo, what? So it cost me a great price. And it put me in a desperate place where I feel like this next album, I've always wanted to, like, when I'm singing, it's just to God, but it got to the place where I ain't got no choice but to sing to him, because can't nobody help me but him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you go 10 days without sleep and almost die, when your body's going through so many things that the doctors tell you they don't understand why, and there's nothing they can do, and they give you 5 to 6 pills to take every day, and you ain't got no choice but to reach out to God. And when things happen, but everything working for our good, that's the great part. When you're going through things with, your children, when the enemy's trying to come in like a flood, but God holds up a standard. I lost my brother and my niece a few months ago, the same week. Wow. I was there when my brother went on to be with the Lord. I led him to Jesus. God allowed me before he went.
Yeah.
So he could go.
Yeah.
And so to lose everything and to God to restore it back to you, right? So it's a place of desperation. I kind of sing right now with this album. I sing, it's almost like, I would say, a place of pain.
Yeah.
I sing from a place of brokenness, of when I was broken.
Yeah.
And I sing from a place of, I just didn't know that God loved me as a Christian. So I did these music videos and stuff, believing he loved me if I did everything right. But if I sinned against you and God, and if I disobeyed you, then you were going to do what everybody else did, turn from me. But instead of him doing that, he reached out and rescued me.
Ooh.
So this next album is my relationship with God.
Yeah.
How I feel about him. Number one, how he feels about me.
Yeah.
And it has set me free and delivered me from heartache.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's talk about the relationship part. You know what I'm saying? I explain to people what my relationship with God is. We talk about it all the time on this platform. Me and the Queen Vet Green here, and we explain that everybody's relationship is different. You know what I'm saying? You know what makes your relationship with the Most High different from everybody else?
There was something that my late pastor's wife, she preached on Sunday. Evangelist Jeanette Cuss, my cousin, I love her. She's her and my pastor's been. God has used them to help me be where I am today, right? And so she said something that also God is still healing and delivering. He's just helping me. Yeah. She said, and it changed me. God is not looking for perfection. He's looking for a relationship. Looking for a relationship. I was like, "Ooh, thank you," because I've been trying to be perfect for God, and I was the type of person to be hard on myself, right? So my relationship now is he's my best friend. I come to him in different ways. Sometimes I come to him as my daddy. Daddy, I need you. I need you to be here with me now. I need you here now. I need you to never leave. I need you every second, God, right? Then, there's moment I'm talking to him and in the relationship is a friend. Oh my goodness, Lord. So I had this idea. What do you think? It's a whole relationship. Yeah. It's a whole experience. It never was about religion for God. Yeah. He loves me and there's nothing could change
that part. Yeah.
That's what it's been about this whole time. So yes, I'm a Christian. I'm a disciple of Jesus. I'm a daughter of the King. Yeah. I am a queen. My father is the creator of all things.
All things.
That's good my father. So there's no reason for me to be insecure. There's no insecurity anymore. There's no confidence issues anymore. There's none of those things. I know who I am. I am indeed royalty. We are indeed royalty. We all have a purpose. Our past is not determined, but God knows the end. And so I'm a child of God and I don't live for myself anymore. I'm bought and paid for with the price. Jesus, it's all about him.
Oh my God.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, God, live through me. Do your work through me, because if Keisha do it, Keisha gonna do something that she don't need to be doing.
We talk about that all the time.
Understand your assignment, Keisha. Oh my
we have characters in our past. Like I call myself the 98, 95 Franklin. In fact, we got LaQuisha and Booby. You got two different, they're the people that we don't want to be. That's our past. When things happen in my life, like the 97 Franklin come out, and I'm like, nah, you gotta get out the way. That's the place of God right there. You can't have that chair. You can't sit at my table. You know what I'm saying? And no, you can't have a conversation with me because we don't have. I don't talk to the 97, 95, 98 Franklin, and I'm gonna speak on that today because I'm very vulnerable in my life. You know what I mean? And me and Vet Green, the queen right here, saying the host of the show, we talk about our battles with domestic violence. You said something about domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? The Queen Vet Green, don't mind me saying this, that she was a victim of domestic violence, and I was the abuser. I was the one that was doing the domestic violence. I speak on that. I deliver from that. God forgave me from that, and even my past relationship, they forgave me from that. I speak on that openly.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Let's get into that real quick.
Yes.
Yeah. Give us your experience, and if you involve any programs to help other young ladies or even young men, that have been with domestic violence.
Yeah, and how it relates to your music, because the promise, and how it relates to your music as well, Keisha.
Well, so that's the thing. So during the Promise and Promise Fulfilled, those two albums, and basically all the songs up until 2018, was going through, I almost want to say the hell. Yeah. With my ex-husband, because I got out the marriage back in 2007, but then there was all these other, I call it legal abuse, right? All these other ways and things where I had to get a permanent restraining order, right? So through that, I was still birthing out these songs. So Teach Me How to Love was birthed out of being at the police station. I don't want to get into too many details, but I was like, God, I've forgiven this person. I've done this. I mean, I've tried everything. What do you want me to do? Because I've forgiven and forgiven. I'm doing nothing. I'm just trying to raise our child, like my son. Well, I had my son with a previous relationship. So I'm just kind of confused. Like, I don't understand. In the past, if a relationship didn't work, you move on, and I couldn't understand why this was still going on. Like, why can't we just be parents and just go our separate ways and do what's best for the kids? I couldn't understand it. But through the pain and the suffering, I was able to give birth to teach me how to love. And so God said to me, I believe it was God, because the devil wouldn't have told me this. He said, well, Keisha, what did I do? I said, I already knew what he did. He died on the cross for his enemies. He said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Yeah. And so that's when teach me how to love, being able to love people who won't love you back, right? So I thank God. So now I'm at a place of healing, thank you, Jesus, where I love my ex-husband, all my exes, right? With the love of God. I've completely forgiven them all, because I realized that they have their own issues they need to work out, that Jesus needs to deliver them from.
Yeah.
Number one, why was I in a situation where I was being abused in the first place? What was going on with me? Why would I choose to be with someone who didn't love me like God? Why would I choose that? Because I wasn't okay. I didn't know my worth. I didn't know my value. So I had to work on Keisha. God had to heal me. I had to forgive myself. God told me not to marry this person. I didn't obey.
Yeah.
And it cost me something.
Been through that part. I've been through
right?
that.
Yeah. Sometimes we have to put in perspective, after we've gone through that pain, we have to put in perspective that person's role in their life. And maybe it is just for the experience. There's so much that you said just in this short amount of time that we've been conversating. And one of the things that stands out is that you understand that the things that you have gone through and continue to go through really is what's leading you into this new person that you are. You forgive them because that's God's, God's going to handle that. Our Father God is going to handle that. And sometimes that pain is what pushes out our purpose. Unfortunately, most times it's the pain that pushes out the purpose, because if everything is copacetic all the time, who's going to move? You're not going to get up out of that comfortable place that you're in, even though it may be hurting you, it's killing you. You're not going to get up out of that comfortable place because you think that that's where you're supposed to be. But that pain got you up, and out of it came the promise. Out of it came this person that now sees her own worth. So talk to us about finding that worthiness, because a lot of us, and some of you that's listening right now, may be on the cusp of, okay, I know I don't want to deal with this certain situation, and I know I'm worthy, but how do I get to that place where I know I'm worthy? Because I've heard women say that, they don't want to date certain people because they don't feel worthy. Dan Brielle said, use that pain as your motivation. So Keisha, how did you get to that place where now you understand your assignment, you're using your voice to push through the pain and create these beautiful songs like The Promise, which is definitely one of my favorite, to now I know I'm worthy of this promise that God has given me? How did you get to that place?
God had to restore me from my birth, way back in my mother's womb, because things happen from molestation, rape, introduced to certain sexual unhealthy environments at the age of 4 or 5, right?
Really
and so it opened up doors that led me into this darkness, that led me to being in the hands and the arms of the wrong men, that I won't say wrong kind of men. I don't like to even use that. People that were broken too, right? So we all needed healing. So now God had to restore all the way back from my childhood to where I am today, where I know who I am. Because God never intended me to be abused, misused, molested, raped, or any of those things, right? Talked about, disrespected or whatever, right? Because none of that displayed love. So I had a wrong interpretation of what love is. And so God had to teach me by, like, right now, a lot of this main healing took place these last couple of years. I haven't been doing music. God told me to focus on myself, focus on my business, and also in that time, focus on my kids. I'm an empty nester now. So now he has me focusing solely on myself. You know, I have a
Oh,
therapist, you know what I'm saying? She's helping me through things. You know, I have, you know, my church family helping. I found out some things I didn't know was there, didn't understand. Now I understand. And as a result of healing, what happened and how you know you are a place of healing or you have healed or you're on that healing journey is you begin to know your worth. I didn't know that was going to happen. All of a sudden, I don't let nobody talk to me any kind of way, right? Mm-hmm. If, you know, guys try to approach me, whatever, but you know, it's like before you could say a little bit of something and you got my attention. No, I know my worth. I don't look down on nobody because I'm like, oh, he's, you know, my brother here doesn't know his worth yet, right? You gotta know you a king for real. I gotta know I'm a queen for real. And if you got two, right? And when you, but listen, a queen is gonna act a certain way. A king is going to act a certain way, right? Mm-hmm. A queen, you know, if you think of, you know, the mindset, like the room I'm in right now, this is called my royalty room. I'm just extra like that, y'all. Ooh, so it's my royalty room because I'm a visual type person. Mm-hmm. So I kind of have to create that environment to help me to know who I am.
That's dope.
So I have fine dining with myself. Right. Mm-hmm. So I lay out my table with fine china. I cook myself a delicious meal and I have that beautiful moment with myself. I'm learning to love Keisha. I never knew I could do that. How can I expect someone to love me if I don't love me? So I have to first learn what love is, which is God. God isn't then showing me. He's giving me these things to do, by the way. Right. He's like, okay, I want you to sit. Yeah, I want you to set this up for you. I want you to go do this for yourself. Go do this for yourself. Where I'm the giver, I'm doing everything for everyone else. Okay, everything you've been doing for everyone else, basically, I want you to do that for you because you're worth it. You were not doing it, Keisha, not because you didn't have the time, because you didn't think you was worthy. Because of sometimes your past traumas could try to make you think you're this. No. My past traumas, matter of fact, make me more valuable. I'm even more valuable.
Yes.
Right. So just, you know, I'm not dating or thinking about that. That's not my focus. Right. But I'm just going to say this, like, if a gentleman, just for anybody watching, right. And I'm no marriage expert or nothing like that. Right. I get a lot, I'm learning. Right. But if someone don't think you worth a meal, they're not the one. We ain't a worth. You ain't worth $50. You ain't even worth a movie ticket. So that's why I can't listen. I can't knock none of my exes. Because why would I open the most valued part of me, my heart? We're not gonna talk about the other part.
Yeah.
And you didn't even. I wasn't even worth a movie ticket.
Wow.
You didn't even take me to the movie. You took me straight to the crib, and I'm expecting you to love me.
Yeah.
You didn't even. You showed me what you wanted and all you wanted.
Straight to the crib with an eighth of weed, a pint of Hennessy, and a bed that's
and I'm
that's all okay. And the sheets might not be. The sheets might be still dirty.
Okay.
It's
knowing your word.
Let's keep it 100. We keep it 100 on this platform. You understand me? You know, she stepping on some toes today. Hoping nobody got on no all white Air Force Ones because she just.
But listen, no knocking my brothers. No knocking my brothers. I love my brothers. My brothers, just like us women, we gotta know who we are.
Don't apologize. Keep stepping on toes. That's what we do here. We step on toes all day long. I was that man. I wasn't that man. I never was that man that just go straight to the bedroom. I always wanted to go out to eat. I'm a movie man. I'm always been that person to do something. That's been in me, and still because the grandma raised me. So that's the grandma in me. Grandma makes sure that but make sure you take care of the woman. Don't. Make sure you open the door.
My point is, right. Yeah. My point is, right. Men, I love the men. I love my brothers. Yeah. God made you first.
Yes.
That is so. I don't like the fact that my brothers don't know who they are, man. Because when you know who you are, you made in God's image. God made you first, man. So when I see a man not knowing who he is in a demonstration of, he just dealing with different women all the time. He's, which is wasting up God's valuable time. You don't know how much time you got on this earth. You got purpose. You need to be focused on. Yes. And you see what I'm saying? Yes. I don't want the devil to steal from you. right? He got someone special for you to help you to do what it is God has given you to do. So I don't, you don't need to be, talking to a woman in a kind of way or feeling like a woman ain't worth a dinner. You know what I mean? It ain't worth pulling out a chair. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, if this is, I really believe this. The devil don't want y'all to know who y'all are. Because all we need is the men. If the men get in position, it's a wrap. Period. This whole world is changed completely.
Flip upside down.
It's completely. God started with a man. God used Jesus in the form of a man.
Yes, he did.
And we want our brothers to stand up to know who they are in God.
That's
and the women gonna follow with no problem, submitting.
Just like
no
that,
problem.
Just like that. Can we put on one of Keisha's songs so we can all listen? We hearing the words. Let's put some music behind the words.
Well, it's been. I'm about to tell her to put the cash up, but I'm throwing an offering up in that joint because you know what I'm saying? 'Cause this is definitely getting deep.
Let everybody know where they can follow you also, Keisha, because she's spitting some words here, y'all. Okay, she came to step on some toes today, and I'm here for the word. I'm here for the word.
So you can definitely go to my Facebook, Keisha Dreams Ministry. Follow, please. Like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Keisha Dreams Music. Go to Instagram, Keisha Dreams Music. Go to TikTok. So, if you can support in those kind of ways, be great. You can always download my music. That's going to help me to have the money to continue to do what God has given me to do. And I believe, what a man, sow and so he'll reap. You give, it'll be given back to you, pressed down, shaken together, running over.
Yes, that pressed down, running over that cup. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's what I'm talking about. Man, yeah, definitely. Her information is definitely right here. That if this internet can work with me real quick, come on, enemy. You ain't winning the day. You better keep on going somewhere. You know what I mean? You don't want no hands with the Most High right now because the Most High throwing them elbows. You don't want none of them to hit you right now, so you better go in and leave because you don't want none of that smoke. Understand me? Yes. You know what I mean? So yeah, her situation is on the screen. It's gonna come up, and y'all go ahead and write that down. Follow her. Make it do what it do because she's definitely not preaching. She teaching. Okay. There's a difference between preaching and teaching. Let's just make that clear. For those who don't understand, and understand. So
I like this. This plays a lot into my self-education. Like I'm listening to her, and it plays a lot into say I believe self-worth is discovered through self-education. You know what I mean? You got to know you before anybody else get to know you. You know what I mean? You got to realize the problems you have before you can fix them. I just had that conversation maybe about 5 or 10 minutes ago. I think a lot of people are missing out the realization of their problems. And if you don't believe it's a thing, you can't fix it. It can't be fixed if you don't realize that it's a problem. So the awareness comes first. You know what I mean? Awareness that I can do this better, or I can be better, or I can chase or pursue this certain type of thing. The awareness is the first step. And then solving the problem that you discovered through awareness is the next step. And then now it's just steps after that. And eventually you're going to make it to the top of the staircase.
Ooh, that awareness is real.
Yeah, definitely.
Amen.
That's awesome.
Y'all know me. I've gotten real deep into my self-awareness. You know what I mean? And as of late, you know what I mean? With this show coming out, I say there's a whole bunch of things that I discovered about myself. Leadership is one of them. I'm an excellent leader. Never thought. Yeah. I was the guy that's always cool with going with the flow. As long as we got to where we got to go, you can lead me to wherever, as long as we get to where you said we was going to get to. But now I just decided that, you know what I mean? I'm going to do the leading, and I'm doing a pretty good job of it. I pat myself on the back every day because I'm doing a pretty good job at doing the purpose that I finally think that God put me on this earth for. And that was to put a footprint on the planet that's going to last longer than me, my kids, or my grandkids. People will still watch my show once I'm dead and gone and be like, that dude was pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you leave a legacy.
Rising, Anthony. Hi, Greg. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's self-education. Ooh, and that's self-awareness. Come on, y'all.
Yeah. Queen Keisha, what you got going on in the future? What's new that we can look for Keisha Dreams?
Amen. Well, one of the things I'm excited about is this album that I'm working on. I'm in the studio. I was so happy and in tears when God released me to do it because it is my number one passion. It's something I really love, and I haven't recorded since I don't know. It's been some years now. And I've been obedient. I thank God for that because how can I? And I think answering your question earlier, sister, because I was obedient and letting God work on me and healing and working out some things in my life and been quiet and just focusing on him and getting healed. Now he released me. It's just a new level in a sense of, like I said, he's just giving me all these songs. And I'm not in the beat this time. Usually I'll get the beat and then I pray and fast for the song. Then God will give me the song and da 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 da. Or sometimes some songs I'll be praying and then the song will come. But this time he's just giving it to me and the beat. And I'm like, okay, God, well, I don't know how to. He's like, you can do beats. So I'm like, okay. So I just kind of beatbox to the producer, like, okay, this is what I need to hear with the song, But it's just a very intimate. It's like bringing my relationship with God to the world. Whereas I've always had this private place with the Lord and had a hard time putting it on a mic in front of people. You know what I mean? It was more, whereas now, like I'm in praise and worship in my church. So I'm singing, there's a chance I'm crying because I'm not with y'all. Like I'm saying? I'm with the Holy Spirit right now. I'm in the throne room right now. I need him desperately. I love his presence. I love his touch. And because I'm going to him, I think that does something. It's like something happens to me. And so it's a relationship. I want to be faithful in my relationship with God. My pastor wife preached, she said, you listen, if you a Christian, you married to God already. You married right now because the church is the bride. You know what I mean? And God has been this faithful groom to me. And I want to be faithful to him. And I don't want to, when it's time to worship, my mind is in other places. I'm thinking about what I'm cooking later. I'm thinking about how I didn't like how sister so-and-so looked at me in church today. No. I need Jesus. I want Jesus. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. He loves me like I've always wanted to be loved, and I've never experienced this before. And so that's what the next album is about.
Yeah.
That quiet. It's funny that you said. I love when I speak to people who are speaking to me, because lately in my life, that's what I've been hearing. Just be quiet. That like just work in silence. Just be quiet about what it is that God is doing for you and to you, because He's releasing so many things off of me, things that I wanted to hold on to. Just being obedient in certain areas in my life. And I have been receiving so many downloads because of it. So thank you for that. I needed to hear that, because that silence, I think a lot of us are afraid to be in silence with God, or just be in silence with ourselves, because we don't want to face what it is that we don't like about ourselves. We don't want to face that feeling of, girl, you knew better. King, you knew better. You took your crown off for a little while, and you should have kept it on your head. And sitting in that silence allows us to realize the things that we are not doing right, the things that we need to be doing better, and also to listen to that reprimanding that our Father God, that the Most High is giving us, because He's going to reprimand us, because He's going to tell, like you said. He had already spoken to you, but us being the disobedient kids that we are, we don't like to listen all the time. So give me my whooping, Father God, because I know I need it, and the only way I'm going to get this is sitting in that quiet. Do you find even now that it can be challenging for you to get in that space of let me just remove all of the distractions so I can get what it is that God is trying to tell me? Do you find that even now it's still like a work in progress for you?
I completely rely on the Holy Spirit, the Father, and Jesus Christ. That's why I need them that bad. Because we are still in this flesh here. The flesh don't want to get up early and pray, don't want to fast, don't want to exercise, don't want to eat healthy, don't want to do anything that's of the will of God, right? And so I have to crucify it. I have to spend time with the Lord. But it's a relationship, so I ask for help all the time. All the time. Now, I've been able to focus because this is how the enemy tried to come. So, the level of distractions I recently went through, okay, is a little bit different. So, when you get to a place in God's presence and obedience, no weapon formed against you shall prosper, as we know. The devil can't really do nothing based on my experience where I am. I'm still growing, right? I don't know everything. Read your own Bible, please. Okay, but it's like I'm focused. I'm doing my thing. I got my strategy down pat. Boom. I got my accountability. My past is a prophet. Bam. But then the enemy came with distractions that looked like they were a blessing.
Say it. Say that.
So God
Isn't he
had.
cunning? Isn't he cunning?
So let me tell you. I can't even tell you. I'm embarrassed to tell y'all.
Don't be embarrassed.
Don't be embarrassed. That's a blessing.
I'm embarrassed, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Oh my goodness. So I'm focused. God told me to release the album. I'm excited. I booked the studio. Boom. I record one song. Boom. Next thing you know, I hear about an opportunity that in Massachusetts they passed a law that you can go to college for free. So guess who enrolled? Okay. So I didn't finish college years ago. Right? So I'm like, ooh, this is good. This is good. I can finish my degree. I'll just go part-time. Boom, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm in there, and instead of me recording, I'm doing homework. So, right? And I ain't doing what God told me to do. Now, I wasn't giving it up completely. My schedule got too crazy and distracted. So then God let me know, I ain't tell you to do that. You need to get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. I was just doing so much stuff, right? So, God, it's embarrassing, right? So God said to me, which his word says, seek him first, his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things be added unto. Keisha, don't make decisions without seeking me first. And then he let me know that's how the enemy's going to come. He's going to try to come. He can't stop you. He tried these other ways. So he couldn't stop you with men trying to come your way. He couldn't stop you with, other situations and craziness or some levels of drama that try to come your way. You didn't fall for none of that. Even when you got in that bad car accident last year, you kept your focus. You didn't let that stop you either. So now he can't stop you. So me, I gotta find let me send a blessing her way, right? And so now I know, and the God gave me heads up. Other things like, listen, here goes this person saying, "Hey Keisha, listen, I got can you do this real quick? It could be related to gospel music. If it ain't got nothing to do with my album, no,
right?
I got to get this done, right?
Right.
So distractions can come in different ways. If you write that vision down and you say at this time, another way I get rid of distractions, my phone is off at a certain time. My phone is off at a certain time. I have a schedule. I don't even play. Boom. I have 2 other businesses on the side that I do. God give me to do.
Yeah.
Listen,
That's discipline.
I don't play. I don't even, when I'm in the house, I don't even like having my cell phones with me because it's too much. It's too much of a distraction. Call my house. If you have my house number, then you're important. You know what I mean? Like, just call my house because it's too much of a distraction. And Keisha, you said so much in that, because what the enemy does, he's so cunning, is that when you are strengthened in areas and he know he can't attack you, what he's going to try and do is throw a curveball and try and attack you somewhere else. So instead of coming at you forward, he's going to try and attack you through relationships, whether it's friendships, whether it's situationships, whether it's a love interest. And when he see that he can't attack you in that way, he's going to try and come through your family. He's going to try and anything to distract you from what it is that you are supposed to be doing. God, help me here. Help me here.
Yeah.
Anything.
Oh, that's a testimony by itself. You don't be embarrassed. We go through that I go through that. What you saying right there, I go through that all the time. I've been procrastinating on doing my artwork. I've been procrastinating on getting this comic book done. I've been procrastinating to do what I'm supposed to do on this podcast. I've been man, for the past 5 years. I've been in the whole roller coaster because I ain't do what God wanted me to do. You know, he wanted me to come together. See, me and Vec, we ain't talking about all the time. He been told we supposed to get together and do this thing together. He been told me that you need to. What you doing? You working on another CD? No, you need to be doing that artwork. What you got? Canvas. I give you canvas. I bless you with art supplies. Okay, you got a whole room. I bless you with a whole room. See, in my last apartment that we have now, living in Albuquerque, we didn't have an extra room. I didn't bless you with a room. You got no excuses now. What are you doing?
Sometimes we need to hear it ourselves so we can hear it ourselves, right? So because I seen you pause there for a minute, bro. You heard the father guy slapped you for a minute. Yep, he slapped you for a minute when you were talking because you had to pause. Like, wait a minute, he did bless me with all of this stuff. What am I doing?
Right, yeah, a whole room. You know what I mean? Whole room. I ain't did nothing, so I just started doing that. She got my paintings hanging up. I finally hung my paintings up. I finally got my drafting table. Got my art supplies in order and all that. I gave you a whole room where you've been praying for this for so long. You know what I mean? I finally gives you sitting there, just sitting and waiting on you. Like, saying God ain't gonna say nothing. He gonna sit there and let the enemy do what he do until you make that first step. Then he gonna step in. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm like, man, look at here, man. You did a lot right there, Queen.
You heard what I said earlier. Like I said, I mean, honestly, the way I'm feeling and the cloud that I'm on right now, if I was the devil, I wouldn't. He don't want no smoke. You don't want no peace.
No, that's right.
Like for real, like you know what I'm saying.
That's
right.
I
really
know
feel
that's
sorry
right.
for anything that gets in my way. Like I'm really, really serious. I'm a caring person at heart. I don't want to see nothing bad happen to nobody or nothing like that. But please don't stand in my way.
Yeah, don't do that.
The train is coming through regardless, and it's gonna run over or through.
Yeah, Queen, this is a comedian, Forrest Lamar. He's a comedian, and he's our co-host. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He step in and out throughout the whole podcast. But yeah, just to introduce yourself.
Creator of the Sketch Project. I'm coming out with the Sketch Project. I'm a big fan of everything 716. Everything, the music, the art, the culture. I'm a big fan of everything that's Western New York. And like I said, I'm just on a whole different plane right now. We was talking before you actually got onto the call. And as much as I love Vet and Joker, I do love Joker. I finally found it. I'm 43. It took me 43 years to actually find my purpose. And now since I found it,
I love y'all. I love y'all on it. I sit back and listen to y'all in the background.
Appreciate it. I love y'all back. Yeah.
It's different. It's really, really different. I just thank God, even if I don't actually get to where I want, I just thank God for the journey. Like the journey and the feeling and the experience is a blessing in itself. That's what I mean? It might not get to where it go. It might open up a door for something else. You know what I mean? Whatever happens. But just to have that purpose alone and just to have that goal alone is a blessing in itself, because I've been on the other side of the grass where you don't know what that purpose is and you don't know what it is and you don't know what it feels like. And when besides my kids and stuff in my personal life, my kids and my wife and stuff, true love is really hard to come by.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can love things, but you love them on a condition.
Yeah.
You love them if certain things happen. I love the Steelers when they win. You know what I mean? It's always a love if something when it happens or if this happens type of thing. But that unconditional, I got people that's sick. I got actors that's sick in my what's name right now. I don't care. It's an obstacle, and like I said, obstacles better watch out. I'm finding a place. I'm looking for a videographer. All this stuff is literally just stories I'm gonna tell on stage when I accept my award. This is gonna be part of my biography, and that's all I look at it as.
Yeah,
that's all I look at it as is part of my journey, and the journey has to be taken. That's it. That's all it is. There is no other option.
This has been such a great, dope, enlightening, inspirational conversation. Keisha, you have to come back. You have to come back on the show. Lamar, I'm so proud of you. I'm it's just so much growth and opportunity in this world. And any day that we wake up, that's God telling us yes again. Keisha, as we begin to wrap up the conversation, and thank you, Lamar and Joker, for being so vulnerable today. Keisha, look at you bringing this out. Thank you.
Yeah.
What
would you like
to leave the guests that the listeners, even if they're watching the replay right now, make sure you go out there and listen to Keisha's music. She's on all platforms, correct? Let everybody know, what would you like to leave the listeners with? We always like to leave with something inspirational, some advice, someone who may be in your shoes right now, going through what it is that you've gone through, or where it is that you are right now. I think your voice is beautiful. I can hear it in so many different genres. Right now, you're a Christian gospel artist. But what would you like to leave the listeners with?
Well, the only thing I keep hearing is what my pastor's been preaching to us for, like, God's been telling us, I don't know, maybe a couple of months. My pastor, Prophet Ivan Cut Sr., trust God. Trust God. I know that when this is all said and done, because God knows the beginning, the middle, and the end. That's why he's telling us to trust him, because he already knows where we're going to end up.
Yeah.
Everything is working together for our good. God is help. He is cheering us on. He is interceding for us. We just have to trust him enough to do what he says, even if it don't make sense. Keisha, do gospel music. I'm like, where do I go? I don't know. I don't know how to write. I didn't go to school for music. And so many doors have opened up. And I believe the best is yet to come. Not for me, but for God. This music is nothing to do for me. It's all about God. And my whole goal purpose is receive Jesus Christ. So if you're watching this, please say this prayer. Lord, I am a sinner and I want to be saved. Come into my heart and save me. I confess with my mouth and believe in my heart that Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior, that he died on the cross for my sins, and on the third day rose from the grave with all power. I confess today that I am saved. You are born again, find Bible believing church. God loves you.
Yes, no doubt.
Wait, yeah. Come through, yeah, Lord, come through.
Yeah, I can't top that. She did it hard right there. You know what I mean? I received that all day, every day, all the time. You know what I mean? I have a amazing relationship with the Most High. You know what I mean? I have a relationship with him like I have a relationship with my friends. You know what I mean? We talk like that. You know what I mean? And you know, God know I'm a comedian too. And I call me the Joker. I'm funny. He has a sense of humor. He makes me laugh every day. Cracks me up. God cracks me up. Listen. You know, I told him. You know, that's my Kevin Hart. Because God is very funny. He's he's funny, and then you learn from it the funny joke or the humor he brings. You learn from it. You know what I mean? Like, I know you said this and that. You know what I'm saying? Then he'll go into my face and then he'll laugh and then I laugh and I'm like, okay, all right, you got me right there, Most High. All right, Dad, you got me. You got me right there. You know what I mean? The joke's on you right there. I'm gonna get you back tomorrow, though.
I love God. He does have a beautiful. I can't even explain it. You know, you say the laughing, like, I have amazing times with the Lord, and so when you think of, like, you know what, God is an amazing rapper because He's giving me rap songs. So I'm like, God, you rap. You know what I mean? You like, He's so He came up with laughing. He came up with comedy. So let's never put God in a box. He made this whole planet. Look at all the beauty in this planet, all the creativity in this world. It comes from God. We just got to use our gifts and talents for His name.
That's it. Well, you know, she said it, y'all. She said it right there, and you know what I'm saying? In the name of the Most High, she said it right there. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And y'all go ahead and receive that, take that, and that we're gonna keep in contact with you. You know what I mean? I'm be hitting you up on the emails and keep it communicating. We can keep playing your music on rotation. You know what I mean? And I'm mistaken. I think I did put you on our playlist, on the Spotify playlist, which is which is the Morning Show podcast on Spotify. So make sure you search that and make sure you go click the heart button, and that brings 10,000 more people to the playlist and all that. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? Because I believe I put her in the top 5 of her new joint, and I'll put that on Spotify. So you know what I mean. And if I don't, I will. Please check. Somebody go ahead and check that right now so I can make that happen. Because
thank you, Darlene, for tapping in.
Yes, shout out to Darlene. Yes, no doubt. I think that's it. I think we're gonna end this off with a commercial, And
Here you go. I
you
got,
know
I
what I'm saying?
got, I got, I got one before we get off, Joker, because I made a
Okay.
promise.
Okay.
I try to keep my promises.
Okay.
I don't know your last name. Shout out to Mike. I was getting my car fixed the other day, and I was gonna catch an Uber to go get my water pump. And Mike was blessed enough to not only give me a ride, but when I tried to actually pay him for him, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is awesome how much I owe you. He told me, don't pay me. I do nice things, and my payment is for that person to do something nice for somebody else. I haven't gotten a chance yet, but I did want to, again, we big into giving flowers, get this man his flowers, and not just to him, to the whole world, because I know we streaming everywhere. So since we streaming everywhere, everybody go that Mike is a solid dude, and I hope good things and nothing but good things happen for him. Thank you.
That'll be the glory. Pay it forward. Pay it forward. I'm just gonna, before we get off, I just want to say thank you again, Keisha Dreams, for coming on the morning show with us. You definitely have been one of the most enlightening conversations I've ever had here on the morning show. Definitely gave us a word. Definitely, I heard. Thank you, Lord. I listened. The download. I received the download. You continue. He told me to continue to work in silence. Keisha just prophesized it for me because that's what I've been hearing. Thank you so much for that, because I needed that. And you are welcome anytime on this platform. If you have anything going on, new music that you want to release, we have several platforms. We have the morning show platform. We have the Vet Green platform. On Thursdays, we have our artist showcase on the Vet Green show. So you are welcome anytime. And thank you. Thank Joe. Good find, Joker. Great find.
Yeah, and we also got the Even Rush Network, our sister station that is on like 37 other platforms, from iHeartRadio to podcasts and all different platforms, from Fire Stick and all that. So shout out to the Even Rush Network.
Download the app.
Yeah,
Download the app.
download the app. Yeah, we worldwide. We reaching the whole world, and we also up to close to between 17, 20 some countries right now. So they definitely tuned in those platforms also, and we definitely appreciate you. Come on back. You know what I mean? And we're gonna keep in contact with you, and we're gonna end this babble off to one of the biggest, I think, one of the top requested music videos right now, and I'm gonna say it right now, is the Idea Divine. Everybody keep blowing up my inbox. Play that video again. Play that video more.
Ida.
Like the Wu-Tang. Yo, you play that other joint, you know what I want to hear. The Ida Divine joint, yeah. Again and again.
No doubt. She was on our platform. She's amazing. And y'all can stay in the backstage, man. We'll be back in, and we'll see y'all guys tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I gotta jump off. This is my last week where I can stay on this late, everybody. This is my last week. Lamar and Joker's going to be taking it after 8:30. So this is my last week. I'm back to regular scheduled time.
No doubt. Here you go. Idea Divine.
Come closer, closer, my love. Didn't you know that you're all I think of?
Everybody know I'm the best? In what category? In everything. Name one. We got the best rappers. We literally started rap. You might have started it, but we elevated the game. Public Enemy, Rakim, Run DMC. Tupac, Biggie, Nas. R&B then. Don't do that to yourself. Keith Sweat, Rick James, Bobby Brown. Boyz II Men, Drew Hill, Jodeci. Ooh, yeah. New Edition, Prince, Whitney Houston. Let me begin this. What you doing here? Because I deserve to be in the conversation. Okay, what you got? Usher, 50 Cent, Alicia Keys, Snoop Dogg, SWV, Escape, Outkast, Eminem, Missy Elliott, Soulja Boy, you, Michael Jackson! He got y'all with that one. What you doing here? Because we got good music too. Yeah, y'all over with. Beyonce, Drake, Nicki Minaj, Chris Brown, Rihanna, Dr. Dre, Mariah Carey, Mary J. Blige. Britney Spears! Okay, let's just come to agreement that we all got talent. You right. Yeah, facts. What about me? Get y'all there.